like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, 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 do it now. Lick it good, suck this just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck.
You just touched Christy Boner's hoo-hoo.
Shibby!
Low five.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
And away we go. Oh my gosh. Look at you people. Oh my God, piling in. Wow, that was a great talk we just had with Ted. Oh my God. We stayed on extra long. I'm sorry, guys. I pushed this back a bunch of hours. Man, I said if one person comes, I will have to go, but look at this. Hundreds of people piling in. Yotan, what's up? Ja, bro. Nicole, sweet Southern Nicole. Mimi, the faithful angel in the sky. Dee Dee, the lovely, lovely Dee Dee. Always good to see you, even though we just spent 4 hours together. That was a great live, actually. It got good. Got good when that Monday guy called in and Radar Kit called in, and because we were kind of running out of steam there, eh, Dee Dee? Got really great. Carol, oh my God, Carol lighting up chats everywhere she goes. Oh my God. Ted thought you were almost trolling him for a second, but good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Is there anything you guys would like to kind of do? You know what I could do is share my screen, and there was a few things that happened today. I think there was a thing about Todd Click that All Eyes had posted. You guys want to see anything about that? Where is it? Yes, that's it right here. So All Eyes had posted it here. This was about Todd Click. Did you guys see this? So hi to everyone. Becky B, I'm not sure if you're still around. Paula, you've been faithful, and I'm sure you're probably sleeping. Lovely, lovely people. Look at this. 800 people here right now. Oh my God. Wow. Yes, what is it? Well, here it is. It's on the screen. I'll remove lovely Paula. And it just says She didn't even put anything. It was just something about Todd Click. So in the Superior Court of Ripley County, State of Indiana versus Todd Click. So there's a pretrial order. A hearing was held at which time the state of Indiana appeared by Ray Schuler and the defendant, DID, appeared in person or by counsel, Paul Barat. So they don't have this checked off. They have this one. So trial is scheduled before Judge X on July 21st. So Todd Click has got a trial scheduled for July 21st, 9 a.m. And this is checked. So deadline to have a written plea agreement filed is June 29th, 2026 at 1 p.m. And this is checked off. So a final pretrial is scheduled for June the 29th, 2026 at 1 p.m. Now, this isn't checked off. This is here. So no further continuances will be granted, dated the 23rd of February, which was basically really a couple days ago. So that is that. I don't know what it means. All Eyes posted it, so it seems pretty important. Anybody know? Let me know. Or did anything else happen? Anybody want to share anything in the chat? Doesn't have to be Delphi. Any true crime related issues? Anything interesting? Weather? Did you your vacation to Florida in 1992? Anything, guys? Nothing's really planned. Any questions or answers, or do you want to talk about anything? I'm game. I had a few things planned, but things have run way longer than I thought it was. So we had a blast on Ted's. Oh my God, we went for so long. It was really great. Ted was calling up people. That was amazing. Oh my goodness. Is he still live? Oh my God, he didn't go shut it down yet. Maybe he left his running. Says he's still live. Oh, I don't know. Oh boy. So, what is cool? What is cool, Anarch? I'm planning on doing a live, but with something that I pre-recorded. Well, yeah, no, what you should do is I think that's called a premiere when you do that. So it doesn't confuse people, which is what I was going to do probably too, is when I was on Ted's show the other day, I've got that queued up if you guys wanted to watch that, because I haven't seen it. This is me on Ted show. Oh my gosh, when was it? On February 25th. So that's like a couple days ago. I went on Ted's show and we talked. It was an interesting talk, just barely an hour. I showed up a little bit late because I had something else, but if you want to watch that, I haven't seen it. I was there. It was me, but I had that if you guys wanted. And so, yeah, it's always good to do that. Is Dewey here? Where's Dewey? Where's my bro? Hey, Dewey, what's up, bro? Good morning, guys. Anything you guys want to do? Oh my God, I wasn't even thinking. I feel like we should probably just watch something. Something we could watch. What was it? Maybe we could just watch this. Or is there something else that we could do? Let me know, guys. If there's anything you guys wanted to do. Oh, what do you have? You want to come on, Dee Dee? Or do you want to just, what? Do you want to come on? Anything, Dee Dee. You're amazing. Oh my God, I got you back. So happy. Do you want a link? Or do you want me to watch something or do something? I have something. Awesome. Sure, just for a minute. Oh my God. Here comes Dee Dee for a minute. Oh my God. Invite a guest. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Let us see what happens. I hope it's you. Oh my goodness. I can't Discord you this because you won't friend me unless that's I'm not even sure if that's you on Discord. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that was fast. Oh my God. Is this really you? Here it is.
You're silly.
Is this really you? Send me. What's my code? What do you usually call me?
Shibuya?
Boom, it's really you. Wow. Hello. What's up? What do you have to do? Do you want to talk about that show, or do you want to go right into what you want? Your choice.
For one, can you go back to the Todd Click thing? Because I'm going to look up his case here in India. Case.
Yep. It's right here.
I can share that. Let me see.
Is there more to it?
This one. I was just gonna, if nobody
I have to take mine down and put that up. Here we go. I'll remove mine.
Oh, sorry, I needed the number. 69D01 2409 F6108. Okay, ready.
So you have it, 69 D01 2409 F6108.
Okay.
Alrighty, here we go. And we'll take this down. Look at this lovely young lady come. Oh boy. What do we got here? I'll have to go full screen.
Indiana my case, where we're going to try to look up Todd Click's charges. Here they are.
Is this a good view? Should I switch views? I don't usually have guests on, so what else should I? Is this the best view to have us both, or what? This one looks better, right?
Either or.
No, wait. This one? Yeah, I'll just stick with this. Go crazy. What is it? What are we looking at?
Todd Click's charges. It says felony 6.
Oh my
I don't remember if that's the worst one or not. I can't remember if 1 is the worst one or 6 is the worst one. Official misconduct, public servant knowingly or intentionally commits something. Forgery with intent to defraud.
Right. He just filled something out improperly, probably, right? And they were trying to bust him on that?
Yeah, they were trying to say that he signed something. Oh, 1 is the worst, 6 is the lowest. Okay, thanks, Mimi. Okay. Huh. So he's going to go to trial for that. Interesting. Okay.
Wow.
Now I'm going to pull up the stuff that Gretchen sent me. They're fucking with him. For sure they are.
So you were all ready for this, Todd Click. Look at you.
No. Okay.
What did Gretchen send you? Todd Click stuff?
And instantly my mind and...
Okay, so Gretchen sent me... Okay, Candace, I'm trying to see. How can I get this to you?
What is it, a video? Put it on. Or send it, put the link in. I'll play it if you want.
So she clipped it. Let me see how I can. Okay, let's stop that. Let's go to video file maybe. Yeah, I think so. Save video.
Oh, it's not on YouTube. It's on, yeah. Well, just play a video on, you'll have to share your whole screen, not just the browsers. You have to choose to share your whole screen and put it on your web, on your player.
Okay, let me see.
Or have her email. How big is it? Can you email it to me? I can play it if you.
I don't know how big it is, but let me see if I put it here. If I can. Okay, so basically, it's Candace the Frozen.
Well, I can hear you a bit, but your face is frozen, but I still hear you. Now I don't. I don't hear you, and you're frozen. But you look pretty. You're frozen and really, it's a good, you froze at a good point. It's not a bad shot of you. So, but definitely look at this eye candy, frozen with no audio, but beautiful as ever, guys. Oh, she's just, oh, who is this monster? Oh my goodness, a monster on the screen. Oh my God. Who is this bald-headed man? He's a horrible, horrible person. I know it. Oh my God. How dare this man and his luscious bangs try to steal the show? Oh, oh. How dare you? Dee Dee just abandoned me like this all on my lonesome. Oh, what is a boy to do? Help. Help me. What is a boy to do, Nicole? Oh, what is a boy to do? Oh, that's better. Oh my, yeah, them bastards. That explains a lot, Mimi. How about I just read you guys in chat? Oh, we have it. We have a caller. Who could this be? Who could this be, everyone? Let's see. Dee Dee, where you been?
My computer is frozen, so now I'm on my laptop.
That's okay. I'll take this back down. Look at this. Oh, lovely, lovely young lady. I'm going to get a camera soon.
You're going to get a what?
Camera.
Camera?
Wait till you see this. When you see this thing on screen, oh my God, I've lost at least 10 pounds since.
Oh.
Oh my God. I'm going to get some Rogaine too. I'm going to try to grow my hair back. You watch. I'll take pictures for you. Because I was reading up on that. It's not that expensive neither. Think that would work, the Rogaine? Even if I can just get a little bit to make it a little fluffier or something.
I mean, what's wrong with being bald?
Nothing. No, I'm comfortable with it. Look at me. I think if I just stay in shape and have a clean shirt on, the type of women that I'm into is not going to mind if I have hair or not. They'll be so distracted with my charm and my wit that they won't even notice I'm bald.
Exactly.
That's what I put on my dating. Like, you're okay with bald guys and Amazon t-shirts? Oh, I shouldn't have said that, because now you're going to bug me about my, what is that called again? Capsule.
Oh, your capsule wardrobe. Thank you, Mimi.
That I haven't even started. I forgot.
Yeah,
I forgot about it.
Fucking advertisements for capsule this, capsule that.
Well, I mean, I need you back in my life, Dee Dee, because I've got no direction. If I have no one to, like, I usually lead you and you lead me. Like, we're kind of gurus for each other. And now that you stopped talking to me, I guess. No. Now that I'm back in. Oh, Reese was great tonight, eh?
Yeah. He was totally on the spot too, because I didn't tell him that he was going to be doing that.
No, yeah. I mean, yeah, he caught him off guard. Yeah, he just threw him on. Yeah, hey, Reese, your talk away. You got 70 people listening. Say, you did great. Did good.
Yeah, he doesn't realize it, but I told him he's a YouTube celebrity, but he doesn't know. And you know what else he didn't know? People were making the connection with him talking about one girl passing away earlier than the other one. And then the death certificates, they're on different dates. And I didn't make that connection, but whoever was watching did. And so when I mentioned that to him, he's like, oh, I didn't even know that the death certificates had different dates.
Wait, the real death certificates? Or there was a fake one put out too, remember?
The real ones, they have, I mean, it's said that Abby's on one date and Libby's on another date.
And are you sure they're the real ones? Where are they from? I've never seen them.
Know.
There was some fake ones put out. Just know that.
I don't know, but everybody was saying it, so I just listened to what everybody says, like if they say jump off a bridge,
I'm not doubting. I haven't seen that. because I don't think it was in the exhibits or trial. I don't know. Probably. Does anybody else know about that? Because I do know there was that whole thing with the fake death certificates out a few years ago. Somebody made fake ones.
So Nicole's saying different dates.
Oh, so it's the real ones, Nicole? Wow. Where do we see them?
Yeah, where do we see them?
And what are you doing? What do you want to show us, Dee Dee? I'm intrigued.
Okay, so Gretchen was telling me about this YouTube she was listening to. And it is about, okay, look, do you know Candace? This Candace?
Yeah, Owens. Yeah.
Owens, there you go. I couldn't remember her last name. So she has a thing on this lady named Jerry Fransby, who is the first wife of Erica Kirk's dad.
Oh.
Okay. That was her third husband. That was his first wife. And so this is what Gretchen says. It's so much. What, Jerry? Is that her name, Jerry? Jerry is Mormon. She was raised in Indianapolis. She ran away at 14, got pregnant, forged her birth certificate so she could marry a guy that was 5 to 6 years older than her. Then later marries an army general, becomes a child psychologist / social worker in Indiana. Candace then explains how Indiana in the 70s is where they made all the LSD to drug people with for the MK Ultra experiments. And she points out that Indiana is a major hub for MK Ultra at this time. It goes on and on from there, but it's the major part about Indiana. You know, it didn't stop there. This is what Gretchen said. So she clipped 2 clips for me, which is what I'm trying to.
Wow. That sounds pretty cool. I mean, not cool. Interesting.
Hi, wow. Lady Blind Wolf.
Yeah, I was gonna welcome our new guest here, Lady Blind Wolf. Welcome, welcome. Lovely to see you. I know you can't see us because you're blind, but trust me, I'm handsome and Dee Dee is super gorgeous. And if you're blind, just follow our voice and we'll guide you there. All right? Welcome.
Let me see if I can email this to you then, Shibuya. Email you the clips, or I can find maybe the episodes. Where's my email?
Oh boy, Lady Blind Wolf, that sounds interesting. Lovely. Yes, I'm from Indiana, and Eli Lilly being involved doesn't surprise me. And allegedly, Jim Jones was involved with MK Ultra. Oh my God. Look at you. Just the perfect addition we need, because we are falling asleep and you got us pumped. I'm partially blind. Oh, you're really? I'm just kidding. But I'm partially blind, not totally blind. But yeah, lived in Indiana my whole life. Maybe I can help some way. Well, just being here is very helpful. Thank you. You'll be our voice. I'll be your eyes. How's that? We can team up.
Oh, no, Shibby, that is not me. I just saw your email about the avatar. That is not me.
Weird. Well, no wonder you didn't accept my friend request.
It's 3 A's. It's 3 A's at the end.
And that's not your photo?
No, hell no.
Oh, I've been waiting for 6 weeks for you to. So what am I doing then? I've been waiting for 6 weeks.
I don't know. I told you I didn't have a friend request. That definitely is not me.
Oh, so I have a new subscriber. Guess what their name is?
Lady Blind Wolf.
Boom, you got it. Lady
Yay,
Blind Wolf.
welcome.
You found me and you're Indiana. That's good enough. So far, so good, Lady Blind Wolf. You sound amazing. And Dee Dee, I'm glad you didn't accept that request.
Let me see if I can get these over to you now.
So, no wonder you're not answering me.
Yeah, you see? It wasn't.
So I should cancel that.
Yeah, cancel it.
Sent. Okay, I'm going to take one more screenshot of it. So I'll cancel that. Now, I guess, Do I send another one? Are you
Yeah.
doing that or no?
Oh, I'll look for you actually. But I just emailed you the 2 videos. See if you what says sending.
Oh, okay.
It says sending.
So I can let me do it on my computer so I can then let me see if I can get them. How big are they? I'm opening up
23
my
seconds.
computer. Well, it's more about the megabytes, right? I haven't received them. Wait, let me just double check I'm on the right email address. Yeah.
Should
Inbox.
just...
No. No. I'll check junk mail just in case. Oh, I just received it. I just received it.
Cool.
I've got it. I've got one. Okay. 7. Okay. Do I just open it?
Yeah.
Down.
It's the 2 videos are in there.
Let me save it, and boom, I'm saving it in the TED folder so I know where to get it. And it shows only, oh, there's 2. Oh, I got the other one. So which one did I just do? I'll have to double check because I just did one and I didn't realize they're basically named almost the same thing. Let me just double check. I'm going into that folder. So I saved 9139. So I'll save this one. Okay. And I have them. So we should watch these.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's do this. At the stage, young Shibby. And which one first? The 9138 or 39?
Let me see. The 23-second one.
You see, it says 23 and 24.
Yeah.
So 23.
Yes.
Here we go. Let me see. Oh, wait 1 second. I got to change my settings because I got to change it to this because it's one of those. Let me just make sure the volume's going. Okay, 1 second. Should I crank it to 100%?
Yeah.
1 second. Okay, let's start over. Okay, sorry. Here we go.
You got the volume?
Wait. Sorry.
One that's connected to the military.
Wait, the screen share was muted. Let me try that again. Sorry. Let's do that again. Now I'm going to listen on my other computer too, because I think it's going to be fine now. It's on the state. Yeah, I had the screen share muted.
And instantly my mind, and I get it, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty obsessed with MK Ultra. I don't love anybody that was a psychologist in the 70s, especially one that's connected to the military, especially someone that's connected to the military in Indiana who happens to be a victim of child rape herself. I'm not loving it. And instantly my mind, and I get it.
So what are we watching here? Should we play that again? Because it just started. I have it to loop. You want to watch it again? I didn't really take it all in. Here, let's play. This is the same one. I'm going to listen again because I heard words. I'll listen because she at the end she's talking about Indiana. Let's do it again. Here we go. Hey, Cien, what's up? What's up, Cien? Let's do this.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty obsessed with MK Ultra. I don't love anybody that was a psychologist in the 70s, especially one that's connected to the military, especially someone that's connected to the military in Indiana who happens to be a victim of child rape herself. I'm not loving it. And instantly my mind, and I get it, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty obsessed with.
Okay, so should we watch the next one? Yeah, let's watch the next one and we'll evaluate here.
Because MK Ultra was in.
So this is the part 2. This is the second one.
Because MK Ultra was in full swing, and if you did not know, Indiana was a major hub for MK Ultra action. The universities in Indiana were factually involved in experimentation. In fact, Indiana was actually the place that the government manufactured the LSD to drug people with for their experiments. You can thank Indiana for the hippies movement. Thank you, Indiana, because MK Ultra was in.
Wow. So Indiana was, we're going to play that one again. Okay. So let's start it over. Wow. She says that, wow, Indiana I mean, it's really close to. Let's play it again.
Because MK Ultra was in full swing, and if you did not know, Indiana was a major hub for MK Ultra action. The universities in Indiana were factually involved in experimentation. In fact, Indiana was actually the place that the government manufactured the LSD to drug people with for their experiments. You can thank Indiana for the hippies movement. Thank you, Indiana. Because MK Ultra was in full swing, and if you did not know, Indiana.
Okay, now Dee Dee, tell us what we're supposed to think about this. Go.
Well, I found the full video. I don't know if we can stream it. I don't know.
Where is it? On YouTube?
It's under her channel.
Oh no, no. If it's hers, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's called Bride of Charlie. Bride of Charlie? Episode.
If we try to watch it, will the show just shut down, or will I just get like a warning?
I don't know.
Maybe we'll. Well, we kind of got the gist of it, unless you really want to watch it.
I kind of want to hear more of what she's saying.
Is there a news article? Maybe. How about we look for a news article? I'll search a news, because if it's on a news station, we can watch, not hers. I don't know, unless we try to watch it and I get shut down. I don't know. Let's see what chat says. Chat. What does young Shibby do? What does young Shibby do?
Young Shibby.
Wow.
Yeah, because there's the copyright where they just kind of like they always do to me, right? The just blanks you out and you have to come back.
Oh yeah, like I usually get the copyright where it's afterwards and I have to remove that portion of the song.
Yeah, like that. I think that's how it might be. Not like an actual.
That would be okay. Why don't we just try it? Let's go for it. What? I mean, we're doing it in good faith. We have both of us on the screen. I'll keep it like this. We have my chat, my name, and my face. Oh my God, let me find it. I'm on YouTube. Let me find it on my other channel. On my other screen. Do you have it, or do you?
Yeah, I can put it right here in the chat.
Okay.
Let's
go for it.
And Lady Blind Wolf said something interesting.
Okay, let's see. Let's read this first. Yeah, Jim Jones was drugging a lot of his parishioners. He was from here and had a few churches here before moving to California. Yeah, and then Guyana.
Go up, up, up. I was saying,
yeah.
I've been doing a series called All That's Dark in Indiana, talking about the dark history of Indiana.
Whoa. Oh, I found it. Sorry. Yeah, let's do that again. Lady Blind Wolf, welcome. I've been doing a series called All That's Dark in Indiana, talking about the dark history of Indiana. I did touch on Jim Jones and her Bowmeister. Oh, wow. So you're the real deal. Let's check you out. Let's go. I want to go to your channel. Cool. Let's check her out. Or, yeah, you're a lady. I'm going right now. Oh my gosh. 600 official. This Lady Blind Wolf is official. If 4 more subscribers, you'll have 666 subs. I'm going in. Oh my God, Lady Blind Wolf. I have 4 accounts. Want me to subscribe to you and get you to 666? Oh, so I'll do this one. I have this. So I'm subscribed. So that's 664. I got 2 more accounts. Do you want me to do it? This will be fun. Is that funny, Lady Blind Wolf? Maybe I'll be able to get you over 666. So it's not a weird. How's that? Just play the audio, not the video. Oh my God.
That's pretty interesting.
I can play. Can I play Candace Owens on another screen and just share my audio? I can do that. Want to try that? I'll do that. I'm looking for it right now. So you put the link in. I'll play it on my other screen. You guys tell me if you can hear it. Where is it? Okay, I have it right here. Dee Dee. Now, that's her channel. Which one is it?
It should be on the main page. It says Bride of Charlie, Wrinkle in Time, episode 1.
Alive? Oh yeah, it is the first one, right? Okay, so here we go. It's an hour. Oh wait, I was playing it. It played automatically. Here it comes.
A young woman with absolutely zero professional qualifications has...
Do you guys hear that?
Yes.
So are we allowed to do that and just listen? Let's find out. Because then at least I won't get shut down. I'll just have to cut that part out, right? But it's an hour long. What do you guys want to do?
Well, let's hear a little bit of it.
There's a bunch of timestamps. Is there something specific we want to hear?
Okay, cool. Let's see.
Okay, you guys, there...
It shows timestamps. So there's an intro, Elizabeth Lane statement on Erica and Kirk and thoughts, wrinkles in upbringing, wrinkles in family history, the wrinkle in time, school, and comments.
I don't know who Elizabeth Lane is. I would...
So let's just listen to the intro and see what I got here.
Let's start with the intro.
Here it is. So the intro is about 4 minutes long. It's probably what we just played.
There is a very strange thing happening right now where a young woman with absolutely zero professional qualifications has been inserted at the top of a charity organization that pulled in over $250 million last year. And the media is telling you that you have no right to know or to ask anything about her. The argument being made is that her husband was murdered. Therefore, she has a right to assume the position. And despite the fact that Turning Point USA is a literal charity, and therefore it's not even have to pay tax on that $250 million plus or pay tax on the alleged future billions that it's due to rake in thanks to a deal with a man named Pierre, these talking heads are claiming that the public simply wanting to ensure the person who is running that organization is, I don't know, at a bare minimum, moderately honest about who she says she is. No, that inquiry makes you a monster.
Just one moment. Lady Blind Wolf, I think it said 665. I just subbed, so I'm 666. Now I'll use my other account to get you above because that's a weird number, right?
It's weird.
I'll give you one more to get you off of 666.
I'm really confused right now.
What?
Oh, no, wait. Okay. Because I'm looking at... Oh, no, I'm really behind. Okay. I'm looking at...
I'm not playing Candace Owens. I'm only playing the audio. I'm not showing it.
But I was looking at your stream here and on my computer and my laptop, and then I was behind by like 7 minutes.
Do you want to try to put Candace Owen on, or should I just do the audio?
Oh.
How about this? How about I put that video up and pause it, and we can look at her, because this is basically what we're listening to.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to put that up. Oh my goodness. Here we go.
Yes, you should be.
And instantly my mind.
Wait, I'll find a good one of her.
Get it. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but
no, wait. Let me
pretty
find a good
obsessed
one.
with MK.
That's nice, right?
Yeah.
And now we're going to listen. This is basically what she's wearing a different shirt, but she looks almost exactly the same.
So I guess your job is to head to work 9 to 5, receive a flurry of unsolicited emails and text messages reminding you that Charlie Kirk, the innocent man that you watched be executed in broad daylight live, you're to be reminded that that was her Charlie. My Charlie needs your help. Here's how you can give us your 401k and house. The emails have been landing.
Now, do you want me to speed it up a bit? Let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to speed it up to 1.25 just for now, okay?
That sounds good.
To your inbox at an alarming rate, saying things like that. There's virtually nothing that the feds are telling us about his murder that makes any objective sense. But if you're feeling weird about any of that, you're reminded constantly that she is a grieving widow. She's a grieving widow. That sentence, in my opinion, is this year's Trust the Science. She's a grieving widow. The mainstream media, of course, Zionists implied, are effectively telling you to roll up your sleeves and get the vaccine again, dopes. Tyler Robinson did it. Erica Kirk is grieving. Please allow her to do so in the privacy of the $1 billion charity that she took over. Remember when they did the 6 feet social distancing thing? They cast.
Breaking news. Lady Blind Wolf is at 667 subscribers. Look at that. You got the Shibby bump, Lady Blind Wolf. I see you. Where your eyes will guide you, Lady Blind Wolf. Now you send a bunch of your people over my way whenever you get a chance, if you'd like. If not, you're awesome. Thank you. Here we go.
That spell. Let your granddad die alone in the hospital. If you desire to see your grandma this Thanksgiving, it's because you're a demon from the gates of hell. Yeah. Resist your human instincts. Obey the government. It's the same kind of messaging, the same kind of emotional manipulation, but it's a new year. Still have questions or concerns about who Erica Kirk is and why she seems to have lied many times on record? Well, you're Satan, and I'm sorry that you are. And also, I would like to remind you that you are destroying Charlie's legacy. Now, it is...
Wow. I should pause there for a second. That's some fighting words. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
She called her Satan. Oh, so she's not friend. Oh my goodness. She called her Satan, and she's going to ruin her husband's legacy. And oh my God, why are we watching this again? I forget. About Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys,
Indiana, yeah.
Should we play this, Dee Dee, or is this like too political stuff? Or okay, let's see. Should I look for the Indiana stuff or just listen to the whole thing?
Well, the intro is 14 minutes long, so let's see what the intro says.
Well, okay. A Dee Dee requested. Here we go. Here's a little ditty I like to call Bride of Charlie. A Wrinkle of Time. This chick's pissed. Let's play.
Very important that I remind you, we haven't even said anything yet. A 2-minute trailer resulted in one of the most aggressive preemptive PR strikes that I have ever seen. They posted photos of my manager's infant daughter, my makeup artist, my family members. Lots of voicemail from my producer. Okay, well, this was initially supposed to be just 3 episodes. Now I'm thinking about a season 2 and a season 3. Because if you haven't quite figured me out yet or thought through how we got here, I don't like it when innocent people are targeted and attacked and on rare occasions shot in the neck in broad daylight.
Cool.
No one blinked when entire investigative series and books were written about Hillary Clinton, Michelle Obama, Meghan Markle, because they're public figures.
Now, should we jump in and add some commentary? Dee Dee, what do you think?
I'm trying to find you on Discord, and why is it not finding you?
Well, here, it's pretty easy. I'll do you a favor. Let's play this, and I will send you a new request to the proper name. Let me try it. 1 second.
Okay.
I effectively endured 10 years in politics with nonstop exposés and investigations into my background, but we're told Erica is somehow untouchable. Let me tell you something. The truth does not require a multi-million-dollar PR campaign. It also does not fear inspection. So welcome to Bride of Charlie. We have nothing to hide.
Oh, I said another one to the wrong person again. I put only one Y. I'm going to delete that. I'll be right back. Here we go. Listen to this.
Where should we begin in this story? I think maybe with just a blanket statement. Something is not right with Erica Kirk. And despite a most aggressive influence campaign, which at one point even included a signed letter from the Secretary of Treasury assuring us that Turning Point is above board, an amazing organization, and despite, in addition to that, a flurry of homosexual men making over dramatic videos about sheer evil. No, not mass murdering children, sheer evil, investigating someone at the helm of $1 billion company. Despite all that, the public remains unconvinced that she is simply a grieving widow, because she isn't simply a grieving widow. She's also the CEO and chairman of an organization. In fact, during our preparation for this series, an investigative journalist named Elizabeth Lane went viral on X because what she authored about Erica was brilliant. It just was objectively brilliant. It gave voice to what millions of people worldwide were feeling, but didn't exactly know how to express.
Dee Dee, it does the same thing. I see that same person with the white shirt. And I spelled it right.
Do I have you blocked or something? Like, I don't even know how to block people on here.
But I keep seeing that same person's they spell it with 2 Y's and 3 A's. It's that same person. But in their original name, they only have 2 Y's and 2 A's. But in the name I typed in DIRTYY DIANAAA, and it sends me to that person again. I see their shirt. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I blocked you. That's weird.
Yeah, how do we block people on this? I don't even remember.
Let's figure. Well, let's listen. I'm going to be figuring that out right now.
Okay, I'm looking as
Just-
well.
Here, I'll email you mine and you my name and see if you can.
I did. I just looked it up. Sweet_dude_Shibby, and it wasn't.
No caps.
Yeah, no, I didn't put any caps.
All right. Well, maybe one of us has each other blocked. Let's figure it out. Here we go. Here's a little ditty I like to call part 2. This chick is still pissed. She's really pissed.
I'm going to read you her words in their entirety because I think it's very important, okay? Elizabeth Lane wrote, I'm going to be blunt. I have reached the point where I find Erica Kirk to be deeply disturbing, not because of rumors or gossip, but because of consistent, observable patterns of behavior. To be clear, everything I say in this post is my opinion. I am not claiming this as a fact. I am saying this is what I think Erica Kirk is. I come from the world of acting and modeling. I have spent years around social climbers, opportunists, image curators, and people who treat relationships like ladders. That is why I left that world. Most of these people are shallow and harmless. A few are dangerous. Erica falls into the latter category, not because she is just ambitious, but because of how calculated and performative her ambition appears to be. I believe she may be a psychopath. What stands out immediately is the reaction that she provokes in other people, which is very common with psychopaths. Across the board, including people who support her publicly, the private reaction is the same. It's, I can't watch her. It's not a criticism, it's just a physical discomfort. People turn off interviews because the presentation feels artificial to the point of being unbearable. Let me explain. That kind of response does not happen accidentally and does not happen often. Research in psychology shows that humans are highly sensitive to emotional incongruence, mismatches between a facial expression, tone, and content. When the effect appears simulated rather than genuine, the brain registers it as a threat. This activates discomfort and avoidance, even if the person cannot consciously explain why. So many of us felt this way, but we could not explain why we could not watch her. Studies on psychopathy, particularly those building on the work of psychologists like Robert Hare, describe traits such as a rehearsed emotional display and shallow affect. These traits can create what observers experience as an uncanny interpersonal dynamic. The discomfort arises and people want to shut it off because most people rarely encounter extreme affective mimicry in everyday life. So the brain struggles to categorize what it is detecting. Erica is attractive enough and she had every tool in her possession to sell this organically, except for one thing, emotion. The entire story of what happened could have helped her sell this fully. She really would have been the last person on earth to be a suspect, if not for the FBI's terrible mistakes, Turning Point USA's lies, and her very fake performance. Plenty of attractive, ambitious women move through media spaces without triggering that response, even though we know what they are. This is about something else, an extreme disconnect between presentation that she puts out and the perceived authenticity. Erica is not the archetype of a model actress seeking money and fame and then settling into a quiet life with a wealthy, good-looking husband. She is the wolf type, who wants to be in the place of that husband. She is not born for a supporting role. She's a decision maker. She appears to pursue proximity to power, moving fluidly between television, nonprofits, branding opportunities, and ideological spaces that maximize her exposure. Her previous partners are guys that women like her would date, muscular, jacked, good-looking, even though they are not people with huge potential. They are all somewhat established. They are good stepping stones until the right person shows up. Now looking at her previous partners, I would say that Charlie probably was not her type visually, but he was exactly what she was looking for in a man, potential to be a great power. What Erica was looking for is the same thing Hillary Clinton was looking for when she met Bill. She recognized that Bill Clinton was her ticket to power, the power that she could control, and she was right. She realized that she could create a great brand out of him and herself, and they still are a brand, the Clintons. No one in this world can say that those two love each other. They are a brand that works. That's why she's sticking around despite Epstein and Lewinsky. Also, if you think Bill is the decision maker there, you must have never been in close proximity to the Clintons. She moves the game. She is the decision maker. Erica saw a brand with Charlie. She also saw that Charlie could one day become president of the United States if he wanted to. Charlie had the ear of the most powerful segment of any society, students. He was going to be a very important player in politics, and she was not missing that ride. What is striking is how completely her public identity reshapes itself after that relationship begins. The aesthetic, the tone, the values, the presentation all change. Overnight, the persona shifts into the role that best suits Charlie's world. Devoted Christian, modest, a supportive housewife. That kind of rapid adaptation is quite impressive for a usual person, but not for a psychopath because they do it all the time. In my head, the story goes like this. For a moment, it works. She becomes the wife of a rising political figure with access to donors, institutions, and national platforms. At that point, the ceiling isn't social media influence. It's empire building, foundations, global reach, a legacy, a brand, the Kirks. It's obvious that Charlie listens to her, whether it's about donors.
We're at the 10-minute mark. Want to comment? Are we still into this? I haven't looked at chat. What's up? Do you want to keep playing?
Yeah, keep playing. I'm watching the chat.
All right, let's do this.
Hillary stated her climb to power.
Trajectory of turning.
Wait, what?
I was just reading Mimi's comment. Hillary started her climb
Oh.
to power in her own right under Richard Nixon.
Wow, Mimi. So Blind Wolf took off. We got her above 666, and Mimi lightened up the chat. Lovely, Mimi. Another one of my lurker angels in the sky. Used a little ditty I like to call. This chick is still really pissed. Here we go.
Yes.
USA, the most influential figure in any mentally healthy man's life is going to be his wife. She's going to be the biggest influence, and that is just how it is. That is why you need to pick your partner wisely. Everything was going well until Charlie began making decisions based on conscience rather than expansion and money. He turns down money. He refuses to play dirty politics. I am assuming someone like Erica, who married into this because she had a vision for this brand, would not be very happy about that. The life she appears to have signed up for, power couple, expanding influence, historical relevance, was collapsing into something else entirely. Domesticity, housewife, kids, and now Charlie refusing to accept the money that can make him a global power. A supporting role instead of center stage is not her thing.
Breaking news, Dee Dee. I had you on my block list.
Where's the blocked list at?
I'll show you, and I just unblocked you. And there was one other person I unblocked. I don't have anybody else. So if you go into your settings, go to the content and social section, and then go down. There will be a blocked accounts and ignored accounts. You can go in, and I have 0 in both of mine. So now let's try this. I should have.
Content,
So-
mature, sexual, graphic media. Direct messages from others. Block.
Well, there's accounts you've blocked or ignored. Go down to the accounts you've blocked or ignored. There'll be a blocked accounts and an ignored accounts. And here we go. Let's play a bit of this while we're figuring this out. This chick is still really pissed.
Her husband died a few days ago, and she walks onto the stage as if she was born there. It comes naturally to her. She knows it and she wants it. Just days after her husband's death, she was already laying out ambitious plans for the company over Zoom. It's obvious she was always deeply involved in the business and knew exactly where to pick up when her turn came. What people struggle to watch, what makes the screen unbearable, is not grief. It's the absence of emotional continuity. Performances can be learned. Trust me, as a former actress, I can speak to that. But emotion cannot be improvised or mimicked if you've never experienced it. That's why I think we are dealing with a psychopath who has never really experienced these emotions and does not know how to play them. And audiences feel it instantly. It's fake. Again, this is just my opinion. It's a good place to start. It is a good place to start because there are a lot of things that Elizabeth said there that I think I am going to be able to prove, adapting her personality to suit the people that she meets, the lies that she tells. I've done a lot of work here speaking to ex-boyfriends, speaking to old classmates. I really wanted to get a sense of who Erica was. And also, in a word, yes, I concur. There is something about her. I don't know any single personality in the media or politics that has had the same effect that Erica has had on people worldwide. She's a rare bird, okay? She has actually managed to unify the left and the right on a single perspective. Think about that, how amazing that is. Say what you will about Hillary Clinton, but she had a true following on the left, right? It was a bloody match back in 2016. Now, beyond Erica, what Elizabeth is diving into here is psychology, right? She's guessing and she's speaking about psychology, a social science that was created, to be very clear, by German mystical Jews, right? They believed in mystical Judaism. They were practicing the occult. Now, if you are a regular viewer of this show, you know that I have sort of obsessed myself with this history over the past 2 years, the books that we read in book club, all about the very dark history of modern psychology and its direct relationship to child abuse, trauma-based mind control. That's what the book, The Assault on Truth, lays out. This person wasn't just an author that was guessing when he wrote this book. He was in control of the Sigmund Freud archives and lost his entire career just trying to ring the alarm on what these scientists knew.
Just jumping in here. Okay, Dee Dee and I are back together again. And is this going good? Do we want more of this? I think it's pretty neat. I'm not a big fan of this Candace Owens, but she's making sense.
I'm not either, but yeah, you're right. And that's what I told Gretchen, that I don't really care for her, but she's like, well, she makes a lot of connections.
Okay, so now I'm going to play it again. Now it's Mimi or Gretchen? Is Gretchen still here? Message her and see if there's a special part of this we should play or the whole thing, because we're at the 13-minute mark now at 1.25 speed. So I'm just going to keep playing, okay? And if she messages, let me know, okay?
Sounds good.
Explains that they abuse children with the goal of transforming them into future psychopaths that can be controlled. That is the science that was brought here to America via Operation Paperclip. What began as Project Monarch in Germany ultimately became MK Ultra in America. The Manson murders, the 60s, all of that was our government, CIA gone wild after the assassination of JFK. For drugging and experimenting upon citizens with the explicit goal of controlling minds, social engineering, making people get into a formation. These are indisputable and historical facts. This brought forth the dawn of serial killers in America, too many of them with curious ties to the military. Yeah, MK Ultra was a military-grade program. Truthfully, behind every unthinkable crime is a deranged psychologist and a prescription cabinet. If you think that MK Ultra ever stopped, I hope that the Epstein files and the stunning defense of the Epstein files from our quote-unquote elites helped to shatter that illusion.
Okay, I just wanted to pause and jump in. We don't. I want to add real commentary, not just so I don't get a copyright strike. Do you hear all that stuff about them saying they're like eating babies and stuff in this Epstein files? What's up with that?
I don't know.
They're literally, Nicole and everyone's sending me stuff saying they're really eating babies. At first, I thought it would be something weird, like maybe they're just kind of getting infusions of baby blood to feel young or something. But she says they're actually eating babies. Oh my God.
I haven't gotten that deep. I've only heard the conspiracy of, like my baby daddy, who's a conspiracy theorist, and was like, have you heard there's a video of Hillary taking a bite out of a little 6-year-old girl's leg? And blah, blah.
No way.
But I've never
that
really.
Can't be real.
I haven't read.
She was just testifying today on whatever it was, that hill or whatever. And
Hillary?
I don't think she's doing. Yeah, Hillary was just testifying today or yesterday.
On what?
On the Epstein stuff. In this, weren't they both? Bill Clinton and Hillary were both testifying.
I haven't been paying attention.
Well, chat will update us, or let's just play. Here we go. I don't want to get too into it because I don't even know myself. So we'll get Nicole back here and she'll update us.
Yeah.
I'll get Nicole back. All right, here we go. I'll message her on Discord and tell her to get her ass back here.
Okay.
For you. We discussed MK Ultra during the Kamala Chronicles. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, is suing me for merely mentioning MK Ultra on Tim Dillon's show. How bizarre. Why is the president of France, who himself is a victim of minor sex abuse, so concerned about that conversation being opened up? Independent study into Sigmund Freud and what he and his colleagues were doing in Vienna is crucial for you to understand what is going on in this world and the way that the world works, okay? Now, pivoting back to Erica and her story, I will tell you my personal opinion and my experience with her. What alarms me about Erica isn't so much the fact that she lies, which we will prove to you over and over again, but it's also the fact that I don't know that she's aware that she's lying. It's almost as though she doesn't remember.
I just did a quick pause. I put Nicole, get your ass back to my chat. We have Epstein and baby eating MK Ultra talk right now. So any comment from Dee Dee?
That's a good one.
All right. Anything else?
We need her knowledge.
Let's do this.
Like the version that she's telling us today or yesterday was just recently downloaded into her mind, and she therefore thinks it's true, like a faulty memory or something. I'm saying that I'm not sure if she's fully aware that she's lying, because it's like some of the lies are so stupid. She's just sort of going. I want you to also know, by the way, of course, we reached out ahead of this episode. We reached out to her specifically with just 4 questions pertaining to past statements that she's made that do not appear to align with the reality of what we have discovered. Okay. For example, just one example, we are told that Erica Frantzwey was raised by a strong, independent, entrepreneurial, single mother who taught her how to be a good Christian, a devout Catholic mother. Lori Frantzwey, right? As an aside, that this Catholic mom, who am I to judge Catholics, but she's been married 4 times that I can see. We'll talk about that more down the line. More importantly, though, you will recall that Erica sat down for an in-person interview with the New York Times days after Charlie was publicly assassinated, and she confirmed to them that the least traumatizing part about Charlie's assassination was the prospect of her now having to raise her children alone. She wasn't traumatized by that idea because she had seen the example set for her by her mother growing up. As People magazine later echoed, quote, Erica Kirk has learned a lot from her mother, Lori Frantzwey. After welcoming her daughter in November of 1988, Francevay divorced Erica's father, Kent Francevay, and raised her as a single mother in Scottsdale, Arizona. Lori spent nearly 2 decades working for General Electric before founding multiple companies in the network security industry, according to her LinkedIn. So you can see they're seeding the public with the idea that you can raise kids and be a single mom and also be a CEO and boss babe it. Okay. The only problem is that it's just not true. Erica was not raised by a single mother, like at all. Erica's father, Kent Francevay, by the way, he's Kenneth Francevay, but he goes by Kent, was always in her life. So much so that for entire years of her childhood, Kent was actually a stay-at-home dad. So almost the exact opposite thing was true at one point. Now, you don't have to take my word for it. You can actually take Erica's. Take a listen.
Hold on. I do not want to knock the stay-at-home dads. I do not. There are some who had to temporarily have to switch that role. That happened to my parents a long time ago. Granted, again, they got a divorce, so that probably falls into your bucket. But
I am an anthropologist.
But my dad was a stay-at-home dad for a few years. And I got to say, it was really sweet and really special. I was 4, but that was...
Of course, it's not an indictment of the morality of
No,
it.
but
I'm
if you're
talking about
saying from the get-go, I want to be a stay-at-home
It is a imbalance.
dad.
It's an imbalance of nature.
So stay-at-home dad for a couple of years. She remembers it. So I would assume started at 4 for a couple of years. People don't typically remember being 1 and 2. And now he wasn't in her life. But to be clear, Erica was 10 years old when her parents divorced in 1998. So her father was very much a part of her early childhood, and he did not stop being involved in her teenage years either. I've spoken with classmates, past boyfriends, and people are generally bewildered as to why Erica is now publicly representing as though she does not have a relationship with Kent, the man that she claims is her father at least. Or also something she fails to mention is that even if you removed Kent, Erica was raised with her stepfather in her home, a man named Larry Ginta. In her high school yearbook, actually, Kent is included, her father, biological father, in a collage. And so are his parents, her grandparents, Carl and Elaine. So we can reasonably assume that her father was in her life. We can also assume from that photo that Erica was exceedingly close to her stepfather too. You can bring that back up and I'll show that. But he's featured there too. You've got Larry in the photo because he has been a fixture in her life since before her parents' divorce was ever finalized. Because both he and his son are also in the collage. I confirmed with classmates Larry and Lori were together since Erica's elementary school days. In other words, Erica grew up in a situation that is now termed as a bonus dad. Both her biological father and her stepfather figure were present and all living in and around the Scottsdale area. So why this little public misrepresentation? I would be super offended if I was a stay-at-home dad. And then suddenly you've got someone saying, it was all alone. My mom did it all by herself. Now you will see throughout this investigation that there are a lot of little wrinkles like this in Erica's story. The question is, what broader purpose do they serve? Because I thought about that, and I remember reading in Xavier Poussard's book, Becoming Brigitte, that it is actually an intentional strategy of deception, a strategy used by the media in creating and curating a legend about, in this case, he was talking about Brigitte, how the press would intentionally make minor edits or overlook certain dates, small adjustments made over a long period of time, a date wrong here, an age miscalculation there, just ever so slightly, because minor tweaks over a long period of time aren't noticeable, even though they ultimately amount to a big lie. This is exactly what I have found to be immediately frustrating about examining Erica's life. Minor tweaks that almost look like they could be mistakes. You go, but really? Do people make these kinds of mistakes? Let's start with her birthday, okay?
Well, I thought I'd jump in and just give some commentary. First of all, Dee Dee, do you have any commentary you'd like to add?
Wilson!
Wilson, what does that mean?
Well, Mimi's comment says that there are blackmail pics of Hillary holding a girl's face up over her own with the Wilson face.
Where do you see that?
In the comment section.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Perfect. Let's carry on. Oh my God, that's more than enough. 1 second. Here we go. Oh, wait a second. Oh, I was on the wrong. Sorry, 1 second. Here we go.
Another example here. Erica Francevay, we are told, was born on November 20th, 1988 in Cincinnati, Ohio. Great. There's a newspaper relic announcing her birth 2 weeks later on December 6th. It tells us that she was born at Good Samaritan Hospital. Fantastic. To Kent and Lori Francevay. Check. Amazing. by the way, it's just something to know about Good Samaritan Hospital. A little fun fact. That actually used to be the U.S. Marines Hospital. One that once upon a time caused a little bit of a scandal for unethically experimenting on the brains of patients. Anyway, the story goes that the U.S. Marine Hospital just up and decided to gift the hospital to the Catholic Sisters of Charity out of the goodness of their Marine hearts or something, because our military is known for that, just being really, really kind and giving up hospitals. Point is, we learned from this newspaper clipping that Erica was born on November 20th, and she maintains that birthday today. But oddly, that would be news to her parents. Kent and Lori, for whatever reason, think that Erica was born 2 days later on November 22nd. We know this because of their divorce filings, which took place in 1998. On that divorce initial filing, Lori, who filed, lists Erica as having been born on November 22nd, multiple times. Now, in case you're thinking, well, maybe this was a mistake, you should know that the filing done by her mother, Lori, only has 4 statements of fact. It's effectively a one-pager. One of the facts is that Kent and Lori were married on November 20th, 1995 in Marblehead, Massachusetts. So they decided to get married on what would have been Erica's 7th birthday. Okay, that's strange. I mean, at least the birthday she says she has, but this document is saying, no, she's born 2 days later. So I guess it wasn't her 7th birthday. Attached to this document, which was filed on July 20th, 1998, is another document that I can only assume was scanned in with an intention to further confuse people. It's a separation agreement, which is not notarized. It's not dated. So it's almost not relevant. And it completely edits the date of the marriage between Kent and Lori from November 20th, 1995 down to November 7th, 1982. A casual 13 years and 13 days wiped out. Okay. Like I said, you can just ignore that because I think that document was just put in there to confuse people. Take it from me. I'm a notary, one in the state of New York, although my license is expired. You can't just skip over a notary portion of a document and just be fine with that. In fact, we decided to dig through Ohio law and other publicly available divorce documents to see what they look like, and they are legitimate. And here's a side-by-side, so you can see on the right is what is scanned into their file with totally different dates. And on the left, you can see that's what it should look like. You get it notarized, okay? But it's going to get even more absurd when we examine the divorce decree. So for the uninitiated, the first document is just the filing. I, Lori, am pursuing a divorce, and here are the facts. And now what comes after that is the decree or the final judgment, okay? Now, I do want to note that this was the fastest divorce in the history of divorce. She filed on July 20th, 1998. And then we have a decree on November 10th of the same year. So this is like 3 months later. Once again, the marriage date is listed, the initial marriage date between Kent and Lori, as November 20th, 1995 in Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Wow. I thought I'd just pause this for a second while I add some quick commentary. This is interesting. And is everyone okay? Dee Dee, you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anything you'd like to say before?
Anarch is rocking my brain right now with all this.
Oh my goodness. Ironically, because of the wide band net call out for assistance that actually reached the attention of the S8. Oh my gosh.
Who's the SADF?
Deploy into Benghazi to counter the insurgents there. Oh my God. This is way above my head. Dee Dee?
That's what I'm saying, right?
Oh my God. I'm going to play. I got to run to the washroom real quickly. I'll be right back. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to play for a few minutes. I'm going to make a copy. Everyone has 3 or 4 minutes. Okay.
Okay. When you come back,
I'm going to be listening. I'll be listening. Here we go. I'll be right back.
But oddly, you can see that somebody just went in and tried to edit that date by hand afterward, adjusting the wedding date down this time to 1985, not 1982, hoping, I guess, that no one would catch that. I guess the unnotarized 1982 that we saw in the initial filing was too difficult. It would have been too obvious. So this time they're attempting to do it by hand and edit the date of marriage back just 10 years, not 13 years. This is not subtle. It is not normal, and it bothers me greatly. Take it from someone who is chronically being sued. That is not how modifications work on court documents. You can't just use a pen and write something on a divorce decree. You just can't do that. People have to initial, you got to date, you got to see who saw it. This is crazy to me. My suspicion, and again, this is just a general suspicion, is that this was done after the fact. Maybe someone had a friend down at the county clerk who was responsible for scanning those docs into the system, and they just kind of did that. Because that's not real life. That's just not real life. And once again, that has another casually added separation agreement, which is still not notarized, with an entirely different date of marriage. And the crazy part is that the separation agreement, in that separation agreement, Kent Francevey is waiving his rights to an attorney with no notary present. He just agrees that Lori's lawyer can represent him on everything. So what are we to discern from this? We are at 4 different plausible marriage dates between Kent and Lori Franzwe across 2 documents. I should also add that I could not find a single trace of their alleged marriage in Marblehead, Massachusetts. Doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, but I couldn't find it across any date. And Marblehead, I would like to know, is certainly an interesting town to pick because it's the recognized birthplace of the Marine Corps. We're going to keep hearing the Marines coming up throughout this entire story. We're just laying the groundwork here. Now, I should note, to be responsible here, that there are divorce-related documents that are available in Ohio online that we simply are not allowed to have access to. Like, people have privacy. That makes sense. So it's entirely plausible that they went in and fixed these glaring errors that for some reason a judge, we're supposed to believe a judge signed off on this many wacky different dates. But the point here is just to demonstrate to you how even the most mundane facts about Erica's life are frustrating to verify. And that's just an appetizer, my friends. Because then we received a very interesting email from Sweden. Yeah, my Sweden fans, what's up? What's up, Sweden? And it led me to even more questions about Erica's paternity. We are going to be right back after a break. All right, you guys, some good news. Thanks to you, last year, Preborn helped rescue over 80,000 babies. And today, you can help save even more. Every single day, thousands of women hear the same devastating lie that abortion is their only option, that they're alone, and that there's no hope. But everything changes the moment a mother in crisis walks into a Preborn network clinic and sees her baby on an ultrasound. That one moment doubles her chance of choosing life. It's not just an image on a screen. They realize that it's hearing their baby's heartbeat, maybe for the very first time, and in that moment, recognizing there is life growing inside of her.
/Candace to activate offer. Offer applies to new kickoff customers first month only, subject to approval.
Oh, I just ran back from my kettle still boiling, but I'll try to get past this. I hope this is okay. Here, 1 second.
Offer subject to change. Average first year credit score impact of plus 84 points. Vantage score 3.0 between January 20.
Okay, so we obviously.
And we're back. So I'm going to run. My kettle should be boiled by now, but I'll be right back. Dee Dee, is everything okay?
Yes, when you come back, I gotta go pee pee.
Would you like to go first? Ladies first?
No, I'll wait for you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Don't forget to turn your microphone off when you go.
Yes, thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Mimi.
Once I'll be right back. Thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Ja. Thanks, Kelly. Thanks, Dee Dee. Thank you, Candace Owen. Lovely, angry lady. You're awesome. Let's do this.
Obviously cannot go so far as to suggest that Lori, Loretta, Abbas, Stanley, Wallstad, Franzwe was openly committing fraud. We can't say that. What we can confirm to you, however, is that if she was doing that, breaking the law and committing fraud is something that Lori's family is kind of historically known for. They kind of arrived into this country doing just that. You see, Lori Franzwe, like I said, was born Loretta Abbas. She was named after her Syrian grandmother, Loretta Abbas. I want to sear into your mind right now that the Abbas family history is steep in gambling and casinos. All about gambling and casinos specifically. As we go along in this series, the history and the present of gambling casinos is going to become increasingly relevant. So let's bring in the OG Loretta Abbas, Erica's great-grandmother who died in 1990, who was just constantly being arrested for running illegal slot machines. Okay, she came over from Syria and she got to work bringing filth and fraud in Pennsylvania. You check out this article from 1941 where she testifies that she ran numbers. It says Loretta Abbas of Washington, Thomas Roberts, whatever, testified that they engaged in the numbers business and had been arrested on numerous occasions. They explained their role in the numbers lottery without giving any direct testimony against the defendants. Okay, here's another one. We could keep going, but here's another article from 1944 where she pleads guilty to a lottery charge. It was before the court. She wasn't lying. She's always arrested on a lottery charge. The state police had a search warrant, and when they entered her house, they found a quantity of number slips. She was sentenced to pay the cost and $200 or 5 months in the county jail. Like I said, this was a family thing. Her husband was Mason Abbas, and he was magnificently fraudulent. I'm talking high-speed chases down the highway, lottery tickets blowing in the wind. Check out this article from 1935. And it tells us that he was overtaken in his automobile after a chase of several miles after he had failed to obey the officer's order to stop. Yes, Mason Abbas was arrested yesterday by County Detective Frank Krebs. Before an alderman, he was held for court in default of a $1,000 bond on a charge of conducting a lottery. He was fined $10 and costs for refusing to stop when ordered to do so by a uniformed officer. During the race along the National Pike, which ended in West Alexander, Abbas...
And we're back. Dee Dee, you can take your break now, young lady. Damn, she's pissed, eh?
Peter Nygaard, Ashley Banfield has I was just reading the comments that Mimi wrote. Okay, I'll be back.
Peter Nygaard's a Canadian fashion mogul who's all wrapped up in this, I'm sure. So yeah, Dee Dee, go for it, and we'll play a bit more, guys.
is alleged to have.
But wow, did you hear what she was just saying about the man? So basically, what we're really learning here is not to piss Candace Owens off, or she's going to air out your great grandparents and your. That was about her grandpa was running from the cops. Lottery tickets were flying on the highway. Oh my God! So she's at war with this Erica Kirk lady, eh? Oh my gosh! I'll be reading comments in chat. She's in the files. Oh my God! Is this okay, guys? Well, let's do this a little bit more. You guys seem to be. I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm interested. So let's play this. Let me know, guys. I'll read the chat.
Thrown a package of 100 lottery tickets from his car. Officers recovered the tickets and are holding them as evidence. Yes, lottery, gambling, slot machines. Again, steer that into your mind. Not just on Erica's maternal side of the family, not just the Abbas side, but also the Swedish side, the Fransve side. The Swedish side of the family, I will be clear, there's a notable difference. It seems like they've been involved legally. Carl Kenneth Fransve is Erica's paternal grandfather. Okay, he participated extensively in horse racing. More crucially, though, he was an executive at the American Banknote Company in Illinois. This is the company that was responsible for printing lottery tickets. It's a big contract, a big deal. Here he is in a newspaper in 1974 doing just that. It reads, printing began this week on the first Illinois state lottery tickets. Up to 10,000 agents. It tells us at the bottom there that Kent Fransve of the American Banknote Company, the printer, examines the first tickets of the initial press run. Let's stick with Grandpa Carl Kenneth Fransve for a little bit because he is, by all accounts, obviously Swedish. Erica herself is therefore Syrian Lebanese on her mother's side and Swedish on her father's side. So something which struck me as immediately odd about Erica is just how deeply she identifies as Swedish, despite her public insistence that she was raised by a quote unquote single mother. Think about that just from a social perspective. Erica was indeed raised by a single mother. Wouldn't you expect her to identify more deeply with those Lebanese Syrian roots, right? You might even understand it if she resented her Swedish roots. Like, my dad didn't do anything, and so I'm not even doing anything with the Swedes. I don't even like being Swedish. To the contrary, Erica feels so deeply attached to her Scandinavian roots that in 2019, she moved to begin the process of obtaining her dual citizenship. She posted this herself, where she is, dual citizenship commenced. Okay. Maybe you're thinking logically, well, she loves her grandpa. I had a fantastic grandpa. I get that. I should mention she comes from a very long line of the Swedish Freemasons. She definitively was close to her grandfather. We know this because she posts about him many, many times over the years, referring to him affectionately as her morfar. Saw this over and over again. You just see posts of him and how much she loves him. She even mentioned her grandmother there. That's his wife, Elaine. And she says she is my angel in heaven, but I usually call her Mormor. So that's her morfar and her mormor. Show you another post of just her grandfather where she's going to talk about reflecting upon losing him in 2016. She's posting this and she again is going to address him as her morfar. This appears to be another wrinkle. You see, I received a flurry of emails from our fans in Sweden about this particular post, and they did not like this post. And what they told me about it, they didn't like about it, made me reconsider things. Now I'm paraphrasing, but they said, Candace, Erica is referring to her grandfather as her morfar. I was like, okay. So I looked it up. It means grandfather in Swedish. Like maybe she doesn't, but it's cute. Okay. Maybe she's not fluent, but she's cute. And then they explained it to me a little further. They said, no, Candace, the Swedish language is quite literal here. Morfar quite literally translates into mother's father, morfar. And farfar quite literally translates into father's father. We have different words for these things. These have entirely different meanings. You would never call your father's mother your morfar. You would never call, that's what she's doing. She's calling him her morfar. That is Erica's farfar. If Kent is her father, her father's father is her farfar. She said, the woman emailed this, she said, no Swedish grandfather would ever allow you to refer to him as morfar if he was not actually your morfar, okay? If he was your farfar, he'd say, very cute, I'm your farfar, let's get that straight. This would be something akin to being someone's grandfather and allowing them to call you uncle. It's just wrong. It's just wrong. Words have meaning. So why is her very Swedish grandfather, so Swedish, this line of Freemasons, Masons Swedish, allowing Erica to call him my mother's father? Lori's father? No, that's not Lori's father. What's going on here? This is an incredibly interesting wrinkle, which brings us to a point where we should introduce you to the family tree so you can just kind of see what's going on here, because this morfar farfar scandal troubles me deeply. Is Erica lying? Is she mistaking? Is she making a mistake at all? Or is she accidentally actually trying to tell us the truth? Let's take a look at some other interesting tidbits. On March 21st of 2019, Erica visits with Charlie. She's in Jerusalem with Charlie, what is known as Zion's Gate in Jerusalem. She posts a picture with a pretty curious caption. It reads in part, meet Darla, a Romanian Jew that now calls Israel home. She was sitting by my family's dedication sign for restoring the Zion Gate in Jerusalem. Oh, what? Why is Erica describing the Zion's Gate as her family's dedication? Speaking of which, why does her one-time roommate, Nicole Rothstein, allege that half of their family, referring to her and Erica's family, is Jewish? Doesn't make sense. She also claimed that after Charlie's assassination, that Erica, she was online going back and forth with people, that Erica was her best friend and her cousin. Nicole Rothstein said this. Now, to be clear, the Rothstein family, the Zion's Gate is their dedication. Nicole wouldn't be lying if she posted that it was her family's dedication, but Erica? Also, how did Erica and Nicole Rothstein get so close? Remember, Erica presents that she was raised by a single mother on the Lebanese side. If Erica is telling the truth about her paternity, then Nicole Rothstein, I want you to understand who this would be to her. Nicole Rothstein, it's going to sound ridiculous, but this is the reality. If Erica's telling the truth, Nicole Rothstein would be Erica's father's, sister's, husband's, previous wife's daughter's daughter. In other words, zero blood relation, not even kind of related, kind of crazy. Would even call each other cousins. People do that. It's cool. It's my cousins, my cousin. Okay, cool. Erica was a little funny though. Erica also posted a lovely tribute to Allen Rothstein, Nicole's father, online. She calls him uncle. Uncle? Oh, if Erica's telling the truth about who her parents are, to Erica, that would be her father's sister's husband's previous wife's daughter's husband. Suffice to say again, absolutely zero blood relation, yet Erica is extraordinarily close to him as well. Now, you can show you on the family chart just how removed this is. It's insane. Okay, but we actually couldn't even fit it. It's so far removed. So you got her aunt, Carla, is married to a guy named Jack, but Jack was also previously married to somebody else, which you see there named Edna. And this is Edna and Jack's line. This has nothing to do with Erica Franzwey. Again, how did she get so close to these people? Why is she referring to them as her family and declaring that Zion's Gate, which is actually their family's dedication, which has nothing to do with her aunt Carla, why is she saying that that's her family's dedication? That makes no sense. I'm struck by this. We could imagine how it could make sense. Now, again, we're imagining here. We're trying to make sense of the things that Erica is saying. I could imagine a very easy way it could actually make sense. Her closeness to the Rothsteins, her dedication to Jerusalem, if and only if we take Erica literally when she says Morfar. Let's assume that Grandpa Carl is indeed her mother's father. That would mean, well, obviously, Lori's wouldn't be her mother. It would also mean that Kent, just by nature of him being a man, is not her father. We're looking for her mother's father. So we have to start looking at Kent's siblings that are females. That would give us only 3 options. We can bring this back up. One of Kent's sisters would.
Well, Dee Dee's back. Welcome back, Dee Dee. Look at 500 people listening now. Oh my God, she's pissed at her, eh? Oh my God. Any comment, Dee Dee? Anything to share?
Oh, I don't have mute on. Sorry. It's yeah, I'm liking it. I'm digging it. I'm loving it.
Yeah. Feel free to mute if you want. Here we go.
Be my first pick. Yeah, we're in conspiracy land here, but I'd go with Carla because she's married to Jack Solomon, and that is Jack Solomon's dedication. Carla wasn't even married to Jack until 2002. She just jumped in and was like, "This is my whole family and my family's dedication." No, but if Carla, her mother's father, if her mother was Carla, actually it would all make sense. Solomon is the very man who financed the restoration of Zion's Gate in Jerusalem. If Jack Solomon was her father, then Nicole Rothstein would indeed be her blood relative cousin. But again, that's purely speculation. We don't have to go into speculation. Let's just give you the facts more about Jack Solomon. What is factual is that Jack Solomon eventually marries Carla Franzwey in 2002. And there are also some other really interesting facts about Jack. Jack and Erica's mommy aunt, I don't know, Carla, live in Utah. He graduated from what is today known as Utah Valley University. He's very involved in the university. It was formerly known as Utah Valley State College when he graduated from there. He also created on their campus the Center for Jewish Studies. I mean, at the very least, you'd think with all of the money that he poured into that university, he might be able to call someone to get us more footage of Tyler Robinson. Or Carla. How about Carla? She's married to the man. She could have maybe, in my imagination, made it to the hospital when Charlie was shot and killed. I mean, why did none of them make it to the hospital? They're all so nearby. She still lives in Utah. This happened in their backyard. Their family has a lot of power at UVU. Why not Auntie Carla rather than Stacey Sheridan accompanying you onto Air Force Two as your husband's body is escorted to Arizona? Jack Solomon was also a professor at BYU in political science. He's the former director of the university's Jerusalem Center. He also served on the Center for Jewish Studies on the board at UVU. Zion's Gate, like I said, is his dedication. And if you're wondering how Jack got so rich, it's because back in 1968, Jack and his business partner, a man named Norman Vance, began a company called Advanced Patent Technology. That company would go on to manufacture slot machines. You got it. Slot machines. Everybody's, it's just amazing. It's like everyone is involved in gambling. Per his bio, in 1974, Jack gathered more than $5 million to purchase United Coin, the manufacturer of slot machines and the holder of a profitable Southern Nevada slot machine routes. In 1979, they announced plans for the Colorado Bell Hotel and Casino in Lachlan, Nevada, the first of a series of hotels to be built in the Las Vegas area. They had a lot of power in that area. Where were they? I don't know. It's an interesting connection. I am marking that for all the YouTubers who are interested in investigation. The gambling thing keeps coming up. And I guess, as me and Charlie used to say, the rest is future. We'll be right back after a quick break. All right. You know I'm going to tell you about Nimi Skincare because it is the only skincare brand. She attended a place called Walnut Corner Children's Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, located inside of a massive corporate building. Oddly, the filing for that daycare doesn't have a floor number, but I can show you this photo of her at daycare. LOL, by the way, to her being dressed as a little bee and accidentally throwing up some Freemason hand signs. That's just like a nice ad. She looks adorable. Thereafter, she moves to Arizona and she attends a school that they have virtually tried to wipe from public existence. Now, it's very difficult to explain this unless you're in the weeds, but there is another school by the same name that goes on for a little bit longer. But this particular school came to fruition when a man named John T. Goley incorporated Educational Alternatives up in Minnesota. It was called Educational Alternatives Incorporated. Now, John T. Goley was a big guy. He had formerly helped launch Roundup Monsanto, just a little bit of government poisoning you, giving you a bunch of cancer. This time, though, he was pioneering charter schools in America. He teamed up with the Walton family, the Bush family. Yeah, everybody involved in this school that Erica's going to attend. It's interesting. I don't know. Don't you want to go to school where the Bushes, the Waltons, and Monsanto is getting together a school? I don't know. Want to send your kids? Anyways, John T. Goley, and Jeb Bush went on to Good Morning America to announce the project. The schools would come to be known as Tesseract schools, named after the children's book, A Wrinkle in Time, a story about time travel. The protagonists of that book fly through space and time using a Tesseract to rescue their family from evil forces. It's a battle between good and evil using time travel. And it's about to get even more fun because when these powerful families decided to start the Tesseract school in Arizona, they began with a small school in Paradise Valley first. It is that specific school that Erica attended that is virtually impossible to come by many documents regarding. They needed a space for the school, and they decided they were going to rent the building that was owned by a Jewish school. Forgive my terrible Hebrew, but the school, I kid you not, was called Gan Yaladim Looking Glass School. It's like, I just love this so much. So Tesseract was put into a looking glass. I just think it's fantastic. I just imagine they thought I was like dropping some clues. I was like, why are they all freaking out about this episode about Project Looking Glass? They probably thought I had already known that she went to this looking glass school, this little elite looking glass school down in Arizona. By the way, Tesseract, the school itself, is exceedingly Jewish in terms of the administration. It was run by Jewish executive directors. The teachers are all Jewish. Obviously, you know me. I'm nosy. I tracked down the yearbooks. I mean, I was working really hard while I was off. And I can show you that Erica was at school. I don't have every year yet, but I do have some years, 1995 to 1996 in first grade, 1996 to 1997 in second grade, and 1997 to 1998, which is her in third grade. I got to tell you, I am so glad that I found this Tesseract. I didn't get to time travel with it. I don't think I did. You think they saw me in the looking glass? How panicked were they when I said looking glass? Whoa, no, she's talking about Project Looking Glass. That's crazy. Meanwhile, they're down in Arizona, like naming their schools Project Looking Glass, like Looking Glass Tesseract. Put them in the school. I just love that. It was like an accidental troll. But what is very exciting about finding her at this school is that it unlocked a lot of important things that needed to be known about Erica's life and her connections. I mean, wow. Speaking to
Yeah, I thought I'd just jump in for a second and make sure we don't get any copyrights. Things be going well. Wow, she's really ripping her apart. Dee Dee, care to comment? You're still muted.
She's exposing it all.
Wow. Excellent commentary, Dee Dee. You still look lovely. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. What are you doing there? Your toes?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Get them ready for me, girl. Yeah, I don't want to scratch me under those covers. Let's do this. You're only 4,500 miles away from me. I'll be there in like 4 days if I start driving now.
Well, get to it.
All right, let's do this.
To people who went to that school, the one in Paradise Valley, to be very clear, there's other Tesseracts. It got shut down. The one I'm talking about got shut down in the year 2000. And then other schools, because they had other schools, kept going. They changed ownership. But this one was there for a very small amount of time. I'm looking at the yearbooks, and there are some interesting players involved in this school that kind of went down for fraud. Just robbing the piggy bank. It's a recurring theme. We're going to stop here, though, for today, because that's a lot. I've given you a lot today to digest.
Yeah, no shit. You've given us a lot. Oh, my God. Here we go. Dee Dee, are you vaping? Oh, okay. Carry on.
And we should probably get to comments. It's just a lot, guys. There's a lot going on with that Tesseract school. We'll be back after a short break. All right, you guys, between groceries, travel, and higher prices, it's easy. /Candace. I'm just wondering, why were they spazzing out about it? I look at this. Why are Jewish people naming their schools?
Wow. Spazzing out. Love that. Haven't heard that term in a long time. Dee Dee, care to comment?
Nicole has joined us. Would you like her to come and tell us about the Epstein files?
Oh my gosh. Well, we have, there's about 4 minutes left of this. Nicole, you decide. Let me know if you would like to come in. Oh my God. To have two beautiful women on my show at one time. I don't know if I can handle it, but I'm ready. Let me do it. Let us know, Nicole. Here we go. 4 or 5 more minutes left. Here we go.
Looking glass. I'm just wondering, it's just like creative and fun to call a school of a looking glass. I'm just saying, just asking questions. I'm just asking questions while it's still legal, and it's not going to be legal for long. Okay, Jenny writes in the comment section, you are loved and supported by many. Christ is king. Thank you. I keep going because it's important that we get to the bottom of what is going on in this world. It is so crazy what they are trying to do. It's like day in and day out. It's a psychological operation on the masses. Like, you're awful, you're terrible, you're demonic. I mean, it was like exceptional yesterday. I haven't even said anything. We dropped a trailer. Why are we not allowed to know anything about Erica's life? Who got harmed learning that Erica went to a Tesseract school? Who was harmed in the making by learning these facts? It's just true. I didn't accuse her of killing Charlie Kirk. I'm telling you who this person is because she's at the helm of this company. It might be relevant to know whether or not she's telling us the truth about her background at all. And thus far, and as we get further into the story, you will see that she's not, or she's misremembering. I don't know. I'm not going to assign any maliciousness into her very many mistakes about her background. Stars 333 writes, I missed you. Girl, it's been a long week without you. Got my stand-is cup full and ready for this banger of a series. Go Max. Thank you so much. Blue Appetite writes, we all want a friend like Candace. When Ish hits the fan, Charlie deserves the truth to be found out. And we all know you're doing everything in your power to get there. Go Max, Candace. The thing about the Zionists, they always are forecasting something. Why are you freaking out about an investigative series if your whole premise is she's just an innocent grieving widow? Don't you appreciate how stupid you look? You're basically saying she's not a grieving widow. Obviously she's not, because if you investigate her, you're going to find something. Like, are you guys just not smart? Like, you should be like, oh, interesting.
Here, I'm just going to put the link in chat. This is the video episode 1, Wrinkle in Time from Candace Owens, and I'll share her channel. She only has 5.88 million subs. With my 200 and something, I think we could bump her up. So here we go. This young lady,
give her the Shibby bump.
An up and coming star, ready to get the Shibby bump. She only has 5.88 million subs, and we need to help her. And she's only got 3,897,441 views on this stream from a couple days ago. So she needs our help. Here we go. Here's the video link in the chat, so I can't get copyright struck. Impossible. Let's finish it up. 4 more minutes.
Interesting. Well, she's great. So what are you going to investigate? No, they're like, pray for Erica. Someone's looking into her background. Pray. Oh, she will need your prayers. Her children need your prayers. They were doing that. Pray for her children. Why? Because she's at the office the whole time? Like, what was that? What was that freak out panic? When have we ever done anything to the children at all? Ever said anything? Of course, we want the...
Oh my God. I accidentally closed the window down. 1 second. 1 second. Let me restore that tab. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Oh, I was trying to do the right thing, and I ended up
doing the wrong thing.
Oh, my mouse sometimes jumps off to the side. Oh my God. Let me just get it back. Oh my God. 2 seconds here. Opening the link. Oh, I just put the link in my chat, so now I can get there.
Smart.
Oh I gotta go. Let me see. I'm discombobulated. 1 second. Here we go. I got my live stream. Let me see. Oh, I'm talking to myself. Here's the link. Let's go. And we've got to finish this off. We've got this far. I'm so sorry. My mouse, I swear to you, it just jumps off to the corners sometimes. And right when I was clicking on something totally different. So here we go.
Okay, you guys, there is a very scene or resolved into the any mistakes about her time. Like, what was that? What was that freak out panic? When have we ever done anything to the children at all? Ever said anything? Of course, we want the children to be great. You should not be praying for the children because an investigative series is coming out about their mother who has chosen to be the CEO in her husband's stead. That's a decision that was made. Okay. So here we are. You want to be in the realm of politics. You want to be here. You want to be telling people who to vote for the future president of the United States in 2028. As you come out to Sparklers, okay, well then put on your big girl pants. You don't get to play the role of a grieving widow when people want to know who you are, especially when you're telling lies. How about that? Can we just go back to a little bit of common sense? No, they have money. They got crazy money. Got casino money, I guess. Let me stop. I should probably get off air. Crypto writes, go Sweden. Yes, I loved all of the Swedish flags in the chat. That was fun. KPKP writes, my kids ran around the house screaming. We are listening to Candace. I just reflected at how happy I am to hear that on so many levels. Thank you, Candace, from my humble family to yours. We love you and your crew. Thank you so much. I love you guys too. And I love hearing that. The kids are watching the show. I hope I always keep it family friendly. Look, I brought up a children's book today, Wrinkle in Time. I'm family friendly. There we go. Colleen.
Don't forget about the Tesseract movie. She said something about a time traveling kids movie. So very family orientated, Candace. Care to comment?
Nope. I'll have
Fine.
to go back and get the title of that movie.
Fine. I think it was something about Tesseract or something. And a wrinkle in time. A wrinkle before time or something. Here we go. 2 minutes left. Let's do this.
Dolan says, tell me they were allegedly involved without telling me. Trump inviting Erica to the State of the Union. Everything is fake and gay. Well, that was offered to us as an excuse as to why she could not answer. First we gave her 10, then we reduced it to 4 questions for today's episode. And they were not like exactly cumbersome questions. It was basic questions. Why, if you grew up with a single mom, did you pursue your Swedish citizenship? Is your mother actually married to Larry? Is it a real marriage, or does she just use his last name? Like, just trying to be a little bit more precise, but we will just have to take her in terms of what she said. And we offered those other questions. Hopefully she will have them in time for tomorrow, those answers. Fergie writes, in my 10 to 11 years of experience in this fight, those who tell you that you are spreading disinformation and then they tell you that you hate are the exact ones that you should be following and that are over the target. Those who tell you that you are spreading this information and then tell you that you should hate them are the exact ones to follow, and they're telling you that you're over the target. Brittany Watson writes, yes, our investigative journalist, crime-fighting superhero is back. Kudos to you, Candace. You have the whole world watching, praying for you and your team's safety. Christ is king. Yeah, crazy. I've never seen it in politics. I'm not being funny. I've never seen it in politics. As ugly as it's been, have I ever seen people posting infant children because they're upset over a trail? That's crazy, okay? I can't stand Ben Shapiro, but I would never, ever, ever direct any person to post his kids, his family, to go after his team. Like, they're working for him. Like, it's a job. His family to go, oh my God, he wants to do content on kids. Oh, I'm going to blame them. It's so beyond anything I've ever seen. And fine, like, I'm happy because it's just that's going to be gas in the tank. I promise you that. We'll go all year. We'll just be like, this is a never-ending series. This is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend. Where my 90s kids at?
Started talking.
We know what that is. We know what that's about. If you don't know what that's about, I'm sorry you weren't 90s.
Yam chop.
Outside of that one. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Was it Lamb Chops? This is a song that doesn't end. Was it Lamb Chops?
I could be wrong.
Wow, guys, I'm not a big. I'm a bit of a libtard more. I don't even know what I am really, but
You're old. You weren't a 90s kid.
me? No, I'm from the 70s. No, I was eating paint chips in the 70s, and I took my walker down the stairs in 1974 when I was like 1 year old. So I haven't been okay since. I was born in 73. I crashed my walker down the stairs before I could even walk in 74. 20 flights of stairs to a concrete pillar basement floor, and I'm perfectly fine, right, guys? Right? Wow. So, Dee Dee, what do we do now?
Thank you, Shibby.
Is that it? You want to shut her down, or you want to end her?
My preference is to hear the second episode.
Oh my God! Should we play more? Are you guys having fun? I can do that.
You went through
Here it
it
is.
too fast, and that was efficient. You know.
Do you want to play more? Is that what you guys want?
Ask the chat because that's.
Well, I'll get it ready. Will I get in trouble for this?
No, you're doing great.
So there is an episode 2.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
All right, you guys. Now I know.
Well, all right, you guys. What should we do? Take a vote. Do you guys? I'm. What time is it? It's only 4:20 here in East Coast for me. I'm working hard until at least 7 or 8 a.m. So I do have hours. Now I can put this on 1.25 again, and we can blow through this pretty quickly. What do you say, guys?
Kelly says yes.
Okay. All right.
I don't know.
Dee Dee, you want it?
I said
You,
yes.
you want it? Tell me you want it, Dee Dee. Say I want it.
Nobody said no yet, so I'll say.
I need the words. Dee Dee. I want it, Shibby. I'm like, here we go. I'll play
I
it.
want
Let's
the
do this.
episode. Shibuya.
Oh, you want? I'll cut that other part out. Shibuya. Okay. Thank you. I want Dee Dee too. Let's do this.
A lot of American grandparents woke up a little bit confused this morning, wondering why their grandchildren are suddenly referring to them as far, far and more far. I'm proud of us. We classed up, America. We're taking that. We're taking that from Sweden. This series is maybe dedicated to all the far, fars and more fars out there. I was actually speaking to one of Erica's.
First of all, I'll just say this is called, I think it's a different title. So this one's called Bride of Charlie, Dr. Jerry and Mrs. Hyde, episode 2. Oh my gosh. I will pause every few minutes to comment. So Dee Dee, every few minutes we're going to have a comment ready because I'm coming to you very soon.
Sounds good.
Lady Blind Wolf, you've been a great addition. Nicole, lovely. Kelly, Mimi, everyone. Let's do this for the people. Here we go.
yeah.
Exes, and he told me a pretty interesting story. I thought it was very interesting. Aside from offering the standard, I do not recognize who this human is at all anymore. I don't recognize the person that she is pretending to be. She's very different when we dated. Everyone says that across the board when you ask them about the relationship with Erica. But he did tell me another interesting little tidbit, a little anecdote. One morning, he would often, I guess, speak to Erica about how close he was with his grandfather. His grandfather had already passed. He's dating Erica, and she's getting to know him and his life and the things that matter to him. And he says that one morning, Erica wakes up and she tells him that his grandfather, who has passed and who he adored, came to her in a dream with a message. And he just thought that was quite odd. I thought that was an interesting story. It tells us a little bit about Erica because that is a psychology of sorts. It kind of reminds me of when Meghan Markle would spray Diana's perfume on to sort of attract Harry. We're learning a lot more about Erica and her psychological profile, and we are going to discuss more of that in depth today. So welcome back to Bride of Charlie.
We have nothing to hide.
Okay, so on background, I don't know how far down various rabbit holes you have gone, but if you are a regular viewer of the show, then you are very familiar with the name Aleister Crowley. If you are not, please, in your spare time, hit Wikipedia, read maybe Hollywood Babylon, Chaos. Look, the short and the thick of it is the elites practice occult sex magic. You just got to accept that that is a circumstance at the top. They've been doing that for a long time. They get together and they have these satanic sex parties where they try to summon various demons. That sounds crazy. I know, but it's real. It's right there in your face if you just look into history a tiny bit. And Aleister Crowley, who was once termed the world's wickedest man, would host these parties all across the world. And he even created his own religion around it, the science of Thelema, black magic. There are so many stories out there regarding Aleister Crowley attempting to summon various demons. In France, he tried to summon Pan, I think in Paris. And many times people would end up in the hospital. But probably the one story that ranks supreme is something that happened in 1923 in Sicily with one of his acolytes. Aleister Crowley was sort of grooming a young Oxford student to become his magical heir. He saw this young Oxford student and said, "You've got it. You're amazing. Come down to Sicily and let's try to do some spells together." This was a 23-year-old student. Okay, Aleister Crowley thinks he has the it factor. They go down to Sicily, and the kid ends up dead. I'm actually going to bring on my producer Ashley to explain to you a little further what happened when they were working on an invisibility charm. Take a listen.
Yeah. So basically, Aleister Crowley was convinced that he was able to make himself invisible, and he was trying to bestow that power upon his little magical heir, Raoul Loveday. This was during one of his infamous ceremonies at his abbey in Sicily. But during the experiment, they both got really sick. Aleister survived. He was fine. But the nurse that was helping them said that Raoul became slowly fainter and fainter until he just completely disappeared. And so Aleister buried him in a quote-unquote empty coffin. Like there was absolutely nothing in it. And later, Raoul's wife, who was there, she was present for all of this. She blames Aleister Crowley for this. But just a few years later, in 1929, they came out and said, "Oh no, actually, he just died from inflammation of the intestines. Nothing to see here."
So I'll tell you why this is important, why Aleister Crowley is so significant to the things that are happening today, okay? What ended up happening was Mussolini, the evil fascist, kicked him out of the country for being a Satanist. Fortunately for Aleister Crowley, this didn't actually matter because he was friends with the elites all over the world, including, and this is just a historical fact, a woman by the name of Pauline Robinson, who would eventually, after spending time with her friend Aleister Crowley, 8.5 months later, she gives birth to Barbara Bush, okay? This is just, again, a little over 8.5 months after hanging out with Aleister Crowley. Obviously, you know who Barbara Bush is, the mother of George Bush. Now, this is the source of the rumors that Barbara Bush is actually the child of Aleister Crowley. Now, why am I telling you that? Why am I starting this episode?
Now, I should jump in just to say, are you okay with just listening to this? Because she's showing pictures. Do you want me to try and put this on, or should we risk it? Everything's going good like this. You want me to put it on screen?
Yeah, I want to see pictures.
And what happens? Will I get copyright struck or shut down? Or do I have to come in more or what? I'll do it. Let's try it. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Go little by little.
Okay, so I'll come in every few minutes and we'll add our own commentary, I guess. This is what happens? Do they just shut us down? And do I wait for it to come back on, or do I start a new stream?
Dang, Mimi called it.
Here, what? Wow.
She said something before Candace said it, which was the theory of Barbara Bush being the daughter of who? Aleister Crowley.
Whoa. So that's her, Barbara. Oh my God. Dee Dee, look at all this stuff on the screen. I have your beautiful face, my beautiful bangs. I have my name almost, Shibby. I have my other, my dating profile picture in the top right. My banner going across the bottom saying I'm a complete idiot.
Wow.
My chat is on the screen. I'm just going to play this, Candace.
I like your
This is
setup.
yeah, I mean, I'm creating here. Candace, please don't turn your wrath on me. But let's do this for Candace.
Yeah, because she got some wrath, don't she?
Yes, just don't turn that wrath on me, young lady. And let's do this. And if I disappear, I'll probably start a new one. There's 150 people here. I can't let them down, right? Let's go.
160.
For Dee Dee. 160? Oh my God. For Dee Dee especially. Even if it's just my one and only Dee Dee, I'm going to start this back up. If we disappear. But what happens, Dee Dee? You're like the queen of copyright strikes. Do I wait? Do they just shut me down for a second?
Yeah, nothing happens.
Like it goes black, right? The screen, but then I wait, or
Yeah,
do I end it?
So the screen, it keeps playing for you. Like you won't notice that they stopped it.
I'm watching on YouTube too, though. I'll see it on YouTube.
Oh, then you'll see. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I watch my own chat from another account to make sure nobody has me blocked or whatever.
Then you'll see it there. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll know, and I should wait, right?
No, you should just exit out and
End the stream and start a new one?
I've waited before and it's came back on.
Okay.
But
well,
just keep in touch with the chat.
You know what I'll do? I'm going to play this now, and I'm going to, on my other screen, I'm going to prepare another stream to start. You know what I'll do? Check this out. I will take a screenshot of this. So when you see this,
prepared.
I have to move this. Sorry, wrong. Oh, wrong. Sorry, 1 second. I screwed it up. Sorry. I have to put this on another screen. Then I'm going to take I'll try. There we go. I'm going to screenshot. If you see this as my thumbnail, that's going to be the new stream. Let's play it for Dee, for Candace, for everyone, for my new subscriber.
Are there not good pictures? Look, Lady Blindwolf is saying don't risk it.
Oh, so you want to listen to?
But wait, now Lady Blindwolf says under Fair Use Act, as long as you keep commenting on things and stopping it, you're good. Okay, so where's the bet?
Maybe I should. Dee, what do you think? Maybe we should put it back to how it was.
Well, what are the pictures? You just fast forward really fast so we can see the pictures and then go back to the audio only.
How about this? When she does a good picture, I'll bring it from the other screen. I'll have a third browser open. I'll pause it on my other browser, and I'll bring it over and bring it back, okay?
That's a lot of work. If you don't want to do that, that's okay, because these people are scary looking anyways.
I know, yeah. You know what, lady? You're right. Things have been going so well. I'm going back to how we had it. Let's listen. Let's do the right thing. You're so right, lady. Thank you. You see very good. You have 100%. You're a visionary. Even if you have some vision problems, you're a visionary. You're so right. Let's do this.
So speaking about these occult rituals and the idea that the elites are practicing occult magic, it's because it's important that as we begin to connect dots throughout this series, that you fully digest, as I told you yesterday, that Operation Paperclip was not about rescuing brilliant Jewish scientists who were being persecuted from Germany. It was about rescuing wealthy occult perverts like Sigmund Freud and his boys, referring to them as scientists, saying that they had scientific breakthroughs so they could go on doing perverted things and go on being the elites. The same families have been in power for a very long time. Everything else is just an illusion, okay? I don't know how some people don't recognize that. Just looking around at who they keep trying to tell us is a genius. How is it always the rich people? Do you guys really think that every offensively wealthy kid who makes his butler do his homework grows up and becomes a tech genius? That's just the story that we keep being told. Jack Parsons, unbelievably wealthy kid who created the Jet Propulsion Laboratory. That's the precursor to NASA's Apollo program. Oh, he was such a genius. He was trying to literally summon demons. He was Aleister Crowley's protege. He was doing the exact same thing that Aleister Crowley was doing, throwing elite sex parties, saying, we're going to create a moon child, everyone, sex, drugs. Look, Elon Musk seems like a nice guy, but do I believe he's running $17 trillion companies at the same time while also having 49 baby mamas? No, I don't accept that. Bill Gates, that one bothers me the most. Oh my God, shocker. He's in the Epstein files. Look at him, people. Look at him. Look at his face. Of course he's in the Epstein files. You really think this guy is just such a genius? He went from computers to pharmaceuticals to poisoning African kids. He's just so genius. Yeah, I'm troubled the most by people who ever bought that man was smart. Poor and middle class people know we can never go on to become geniuses. It doesn't work like that. Now, I want everyone to just wake up from this occult spell of thinking that these people are smarter than you. They are not. Natural geniuses, which do exist, like Charlie Kirk, you have to either play ball with the elites, meaning hand over whatever it is that you have built to fulfill our ends. Let us be in control of the message. What you're doing is big. We want in. Or if you say no, you wind up dead. That's how the world works. And the military is responsible for keeping particular families in power. It's pretty much eugenics at the top and social engineering at the bottom. And we have proven over and over again as a society that we are subject to psychology. Our minds are malleable. They've trained us via marketing to poison ourselves so that we can't have more.
You're so right, lady. You're so right. I am doing everything within accordance. I'm staying within the rules. I got lovely Dee on the screen. And just so you know, she's in this video we're watching. She's wearing this top. So she looks exactly, this is from that video. Just so you know. Dee, care to comment?
No, you're doing great. Thank you.
And away we go.
Offspring, aggressive marketing campaigns, propaganda, repeat promises of scientific breakthroughs. Scientific breakthrough. Oh my God, we had no idea it caused cancer. What do you mean she can't get pregnant? We're so shocked. This is what the military does best, okay? Psychological operations. You've seen it in this entire lead up to Erica Kirk. It is part of the reason I believe, I don't know if you thought about this a lot like I have, why did the military choose to have us all watch Charlie's execution? Think about that. They could have just like poisoned his drink or something, done their standard, mess with the brakes and get into a car accident. I don't know. But no, they wanted us to watch it. They wanted to make sure that we all watched it and we had emotional reaction and that they could sort of harness our emotions to get behind Erica, right? Erica, that was where it was supposed to go. You watched it. She's the widow. That's why they just keep saying the thing. She's the grieving widow. She's a grieving widow. Never mind everything that she's doing right now. Never mind the lack of concern that she seems to have for this investigation. Me sitting down with her and her speaking about Charlie and never is emotion coming up. And she's like, yeah, I like to work. But then when I see the first trace of emotion, it's about her mother who's alive. Charlie's dead. Charlie's dead. Everyone recognized something was off about that. The way that they are defending her is crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I could do 27,000 series, like I said, about Hillary Clinton. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care at all. But Erica, my goodness, there is something there. You cannot touch or speak about it because, well, they cast a spell. What's wrong with you guys? Well, anyway, let's quickly recap the military connection that we've already established in the Erica Kirk story, right? So we learned that Erica was born at the Good Samaritan Hospital on either the 20th or the 22nd of November of 1988. It depends on who's telling the story. Is it Erica? Is it Lori? Is it Erica's dad? A hospital graciously gifted by the Marine Corps after they were kind of caught experimenting on human brains, because who among us hasn't been caught experimenting on human brains unethically? Youth, I guess, is wasted on the young. You should also know that Far, Carl Kenneth, was himself a military man. He served in the Army Corps of Engineers. And I have to tell you, having looked through so many people's stories, I do believe that the Army Corps of Engineers is not always engineering, planes. I think sometimes they're just engineering society. Social engineering is what they're into. I'm not speaking about Carl Kenneth specifically, but that's very obviously one element of our military. Now, Erica's father and her mother, Lori and Kent Fronsfay, as we learned, were married in Marblehead, Massachusetts. We still cannot find a single shred of proof regarding that union having taken place, but we do acknowledge that it is the birthplace of the Marine Corps aviation, although whether that marriage took place in the 80s, whether that marriage took place in the 90s, or whether that marriage took place at all, we will see if we can discover throughout this series. But today, I would like to discuss with you guys Kent Fronsfay's first wife. This woman is very important. The woman that he married before Lori, in my opinion, is one of the more compelling characters in this story because she's very powerful, she's very connected, and she has quite a peculiar background. And ultimately, her life, despite the fact that she married Kent first, is going to plug right into Erica's life. This woman's name she died 2 years ago, Dr. Jerry Fronsfay. Look at Dr. Jerry Fronsfay. I'm going to tell you about Dr. Jerry Fronsfay. Keeps her name. She also dies in Arizona. Everybody's in Arizona. You would have no idea that these people were exes and they seem to get along.
I was just talking on mute. I was trying to show you her picture, and now I'm going to not do that again. So here we go. Forget I just did that. I'll try something else next time.
She keeps her name. She also dies in Arizona. Everybody's in Arizona. You would have no idea that these people were exes, and they seem to get along quite well. They keep doing business together. Well, Dr. Jerry was born Jerry Pitts in 1943. She was born into a very strict Mormon household. Yeah, fun fact, Erica's father was at first married to a Mormon before he got together with Lori. Jerry's Mormon family is from Arizona, a very powerful Mormon family, but she herself was raised in Indianapolis, Indiana. Jerry also happens to be a victim of child rape. Okay, now she's going to tell the story in a different way. She's almost going to, when she retells the story, make it sound like a love story. It's weird to me. I don't think a person should be trying to normalize child rape. Or if they do, they probably shouldn't hold any future positions of power over children. Wouldn't you agree? Well, I'll let Jerry tell it. Let's read a bit of this article from 1981 where she recounts her own history. It tells us that at 14, she ran away from a strict Mormon upbringing in Indianapolis to get married. She says, quote, "I was a straight A student and was about to get the worst mark of my life, a C in algebra," Francois said in an interview. "I couldn't face my parents. I loved my boyfriend. We saw an opportunity and we took it. I lied about my age. I altered my birth certificate. I then smeared it with Clarisol to make it look older. 6 months later, we asked to come home and we were welcomed. She was a mother before her peers graduated high school and divorced before she was old enough to vote." Okay, so just to recap, she gets married at 14. Not mentioned is the fact that she's already pregnant. Okay, she then runs away for 6 months to the other side of Indianapolis, uses Clarisol so she can get married at 14, has this little shotgun wedding. She gets married to a guy named Carl Pangerl. Carl Pangerl, spelled Pangerl, is 5 or 6 years her senior. I can't really tell. Look, she's already telling us she's forging docs, so he could be 5 or 6 years her senior. And just so you know, he's going to go on to become a bishop in the Mormon church because marrying a child is apparently not a disqualifier. In fact, she tells us her parents welcome them back into the home. Okay, I guess. Let's keep going. They divorce, and then Jerry somehow becomes a bookkeeper. She gets into accounting. So it doesn't matter that she got knocked up at 14, that she's married and divorced before she turns 18. She's still somehow able to just get a good job and begin a career. She becomes a bookie. She learns clerical machines. And I would love to know who exactly it was that she was bookkeeping for, because I think it probably was somebody pretty important, because Jerry then suddenly marries some top brass in the military. Her second husband, and we're not going to just going to give the facts about him. He's a man named Kenneth Himsel, and he's a captain in the Indiana National Guard. He goes on to become a major general. They get hitched in 1965. Jerry's now got connections. She gets a bachelor's degree in psychology. That same year, psychology is what she is about to become an expert. That's going to be her career path She just gets psychology, particularly the psychology of children. It's now 1970. She's 27, and she becomes a social worker in Indiana. And instantly in my mind, and I get it, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I'm pretty obsessed with MK Ultra. I don't love anybody that was a psychologist in the 70s, especially one that's connected to the military, especially someone that's connected to the military in Indiana who happens to be a victim of child rape herself. I'm not loving it. A lot of red flags here. It's immediately suspicious because MK Ultra was in full swing. And if you did not know, Indiana was a major hub for MK Ultra action. The universities in Indiana were factually involved in experimentation. In fact, Indiana was actually the place that the government manufactured the LSD to drug people with for their experiments. You can thank Indiana for the hippies movement. Thank you, Indiana. Anyway, suddenly Jerry's big time, okay? In 1971, she heads out to Chicago and she begins working for Quaker Oats for 3 years. Now, if you're like me, I was like, well, at least Quaker Oats, we know, hired a psychologist for what? She says she was helping them with marketing. What kind of marketing? Okay, the official story, like, I don't know, help us sell these oats. And if you're like me, I was literally thinking in my head, well, at least Quaker Oats was never involved in any weird MK Ultra type experimentation or anything. Except for that one time when Quaker Oats was actually going into mental institutions and force feeding a bunch of radioactive oats to little boys. Look at this article. This is our government. A spoonful of sugar helps the radioactive oatmeal go down. Yes, Quaker Oats was conducting experiments on unsuspecting young boys. I don't know what to say. Anyway, the Atomic Energy Commission teamed up with Quaker Oats to experiment on children. Now, how long did that go on for? Did Jerry Francois herself play a part in any experimentation on children with Quaker Oats? Was this even related to MK Ultra? We're never going to know any of those answers. Put it out of your mind, because in 1975, the military orders the destruction of all of the files related to MK Ultra. So what we have today, which is already terrifying, is just a skeleton of just how far-reaching that CIA program was. But I can say confidently, I've always believed that MK Ultra was tasked with creating Manchurian candidates. I believe a lot of people in politics today went through weird psychology programs. It's my personal opinion. This is my podcast. I am entitled to it. Jerry meets and marries Kent Francois, jumping back into her timeline. Okay, she meets and marries Kent Francois while she's working for Quaker Oats. And she's a few years older than him. She continues to climb the ranks as a psychologist, gets a master's degree, a doctorate. Now she's going by Dr. Francois. And her and Kent Francois moved down to Paradise Valley, Arizona, before deciding to divorce. Okay, we're supposed to believe that, okay, well, they're divorced, never going to see each other again. Maybe. Should know that once she becomes a doctor, she has arrived. She is now going to work for the biggest and most powerful families in the world. Okay, this is where it's going to get really fun, because she begins working for, not even just one of the most powerful families in the world, but it also happens to be A French family. Ah, France. I could never do a series where you're not there, France. The DuPonts. I kid you not. She starts working for the DuPont family, becoming the director of employee relations for DuPont because she's so good at psychology. She gets into organizational psychology. She is tasked effectively, I would say, with finding the psychopaths that should head up the corporations that are run by the elite bloodlines. She goes into partnership working for the DuPonts. Now, in case you forgot, they're also just mass poisoning people. That's what they've done for a very long time. If the lawsuits are telling us anything about, they have innumerable lawsuits related to them poisoning the population, giving people cancer. Jerry's apparently a good fit. In 1983, DuPont completes the largest merger in corporate history with Conoco Oil, and they're able to do this thanks to Reagan and George Bush being in office, deregulating things, making it easier for private corporations to go in and do bigger deals. Of course, we know DuPont then moves those headquarters to Wilmington, Delaware. I just loved looking into her and just seeing that she's the DuPont woman, because I like to pause and reflect on past episodes when I don't know why everybody's freaking out about things. And I just like to consider how terrified they must have been when I'm looking into the Charlie Egyptian plains and I'm like, what's going on in Wilmington, Delaware? And I instantly hit the DuPont family. And then Erica's out there nervously at AmFest cracking like not funny jokes about Egyptian plains. She's like, no, nobody from Egyptian plains are here. Tell you something, her jokes are going to become less and less funny as we get deeper into this series. Now back to Dr. Jerry. She is then somehow awarded an entire research center, at Radford University in 1983, a gender clinic of all things. She's a feminist and she's awarded a gender clinic, and they begin giving lessons to the military. My question is on what? Gender? Why do we need a research facility? Oh, I know why. The reason, and so you need to understand how the world works. The reason why companies might be interested in having people that will come up with BS research for them is because government and corporations have to produce completely fictitious academic reports and studies to justify the psychopathic things that they're doing to us worldwide. Okay, you got to have the experts. You got to have the psychopathic experts that will produce the reports so that people in power can just unilaterally force things across the population, like the COVID vaccine. Oh, well, Dr. So-and-so, Dr. Franz-Fay maybe says that if you don't get the vaccine, it's because you're a psychopath. If you don't line up and get the shot, it's because you're crazy and she's an expert. That sort of a thing, just giving you an example. She wasn't involved in the COVID thing, to my knowledge, but that's the purpose, right? And Dr. Jerry Franz-Fay becomes that sort of an expert with ties to the most powerful families in America and France. She also, by the way, happens to be a total and complete fraud. I am confident that Jerry Franz-Fay is a fraud, okay? Fraud, capital F, fraud. How do I know? Look no further than this report that came out of Radford University that Jerry Franz-Fay produces pertaining to.
Wow, this is a lot, guys. I should probably jump in and just make a few comments that, oh my gosh, we're screwed. I think we're screwed. Dee Dee, care to comment? You're on mute.
Yeah, it's going good. I like it.
Awesome. Okay, let's carry on. For Dee Dee, for my new subscriber, Lady Blind Wolf, for Kelly, for everybody listening. And away we go.
To Native Americans and the Appalachian Mountain. I'm just going to show you the cover of this report really quickly. So it says that who's putting together this report? The Center for Gender Studies. And it lists 5 names: Marjorie Wayland, George Bourne, Richard Castor, Susan Friedman, Jerry Franz-Fay. Well, not what she doesn't communicate in this report is that that's her family. Marjorie Wayland is her mom. Richard Castor is her nephew, her sister's son. This is why they just get married so much, because, and I didn't even look into the other two. I just couldn't, once I realized that the 2 of these people were her family and they're going to produce a report, I just went, oh, she's like a whole fraud. That's just effectively Mormon mafia, right? We've done a report. I guess we can go into Native American. They need feminism or something. We can go right onto the reservation. These women want to be free, something like that. But I want you to sear that into your mind. Mormons conducting research, students conducting research. Again, this is a background episode, but that's going to become very relevant as we examine Erica Kirk's ties to Eastern Europe, because Jerry Franz-Fay gets involved in Eastern Europe, especially in Eastern Europe. What is going on, by the way, with all these Mormon missions? Tyler Boyer, I'm kind of speaking to you, my friend. I know about your time in Romania. I've got the receipts. Now, we'll dig into that. But the reason that I wanted to give you the background of Jerry Franz-Fay is because after this, heading into the 90s, the next thing she does in life is she gets involved with charter schools. She gets into the charter school business, particularly helping them to develop psychological methods with students. Yeah, you know where this is going. Dr. Jerry Franzwey is going to be the person that helps develop the Tesseract way. Tesseract schools, the school that Erica went to that is exceedingly problematic. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that after a quick break. All right, you guys, you may have seen the conversations happening online lately. Censorship is obviously back and it's happening everywhere. Platforms are controlling narratives and dialectic, but the same families are benefiting. And the Waltons, they, among other elite families, they are, again, kind of getting into government money in a way, pioneering charter schools. You give us the tax dollars and we'll show you a better way to use them. Government schools are failing, right? We're always in that right versus left, false dialectic, but the same families are benefiting from it. We're going to use this government money. Okay. Now, of course, you're going to do all that. You need to have your elite psychologists on board to help develop these children, how you're going to test them, how this is going to be a different model. And that is why it makes perfect sense that Dr. Jerry Franzwey, who conveniently is her entire Mormon family is from Arizona. Her and Kent had a home together in Arizona and in Paradise Valley, which is exactly where this particular school was. This was the first school, and this one is going to fail very quickly. But yeah, of course, she's going to help them draft those psychological models that, at the school that Erica attends. Now, Erica might not know this woman. She may not have met her. I would definitely be shocked if she didn't know about Dr. Franzwey. Is she just doing the models? Did she sit down with the kids? I don't know. But this is going to be how they handle these students is going to be described as the Tesseract way. Now, I want you to know who else is involved with this school. Because if you think Dr. Jerry Franzwey is problematic, well, I told you already that John T. Goley is the CEO of Tesseract. He does that announcement about it with Jeb Bush, who is, supporting charter schools. Well, I told you John T. Goley, he was working with Roundup Monsanto on their launch. So I guess him and Jerry's with DuPont. That's a natural alliance, poisoning the population and getting away with it. But there's some other key players here. I really want you to know about this guy named Phil Bliss, who joins the board of Tesseract. Okay, Phil Bliss here, over there in the corner. Phil Bliss, the board member, was involved with Stanford University in the 70s. I'm not going to, yes, I am MK Ultra. Okay, he was known widely during that time as a drug counselor. Okay, everyone's taking LSD. You got the drug counselors, and he is also working with Stanford's Hospital for Addiction Research, right? He then co-founds a school in Palo Alto, which is called Mid-Peninsula High School. He installs himself as the principal of that school, and that school then has a shooting. In 1996, it turns out that the student that committed the shooting had been working with Philip Bliss through his depression. Okay, fantastic candidate. I don't know. I got a lot of questions about these psychologists. As I said in the first episode, when you look at all these things that are happening, school shootings, behind everything is a psychologist and a prescription counter, truly. He also, on that same campus, by the way, he was on the board of a French-American school, so he also has French connections, but that's just kind of implied now in my life. The person who is going to be running the school as the executive director is a woman named Jill Kessler. She's the executive director, and she says that she moved to Arizona for her husband's job, and he is a pediatric developmental behavioral pediatrician, whatever that means. He specializes in children and behavior, essentially. So she is well suited. Above her is Susan B. Silverstein, who is the vice president of development. I have a very strong indication of who Susan B. Silverstein is, but unless I'm certain, I'm not going to show the face and tell you the backgrounds, but yeah, we're just going to pause on that. But we had a strong suspicion about who Susan B. Silverstein is. Like I said, they have done a very good job of wiping anything and everything about this particular Tesseract in Paradise Valley, which eventually shuttered in 2000 from history. I mean, even books. They're like, this person wrote a book on the collapse of it. The book is just gone. You cannot find this book anywhere. I told you already that John Walton, obviously the son of Walmart founder Sam Walton, is a major investor, and he also sits on the board. And my viewpoint is that it is fair to suggest that the school in and of itself was a psychological experiment, and the school completely falls apart. There's accusations of financial impropriety, as well as the method which they used to track the success of the students. People said this is a complete scam. The way that you're doing the studies doesn't have any control. There's no control. And that would track with anything Dr. Jerry Franzwey had her hands in, because she's a whole fraud. You can't just have your mommy doing experiments and be like, come on, man, you can't do this. You just can't do that. I also want to say this, and this I'm going to say without any names here, but the family that I received these yearbooks from, they had a child, multiple children actually at the school. And obviously the child is an adult today and has always maintained that he was sexually abused by very specific people at the top of this school. Obviously, I'm not going to name those people. I know evidence of this, but I was very compelled to listen and also to believe that individual because, well, child abuse and psychology go hand in hand. So even if I didn't have his account, I would not have doubted it. Dr. Jerry Franzfey herself, by the way, was friends and colleagues with Dr. John Money, the notorious psychologist who was one of the fathers of transgenderism, who then it turned out notoriously abused children. If you guys don't know who I'm speaking about, as soon as Jerry Franzfey opens the gender clinic at Radford University or heads up the gender research center at Radford University, she brings over Dr. John Money. This is who Dr. John Money is. Take a listen.
John Money, he's one of the greatest villains in history, and he is the father of gender ideology. And he became that by abusing two twin boys, one of whom had his genitalia basically destroyed in a botched circumcision. Money believed that sexuality was fluid, convinced these parents that he could raise that boy as a girl and it would be fine. Long story short, that didn't work out. That boy was every bit a boy. When he was told what had been done to him, it destroyed him, and he eventually ended up committing suicide. Money was a hero because he told the world that his experiment succeeded. And it wasn't until the young man comes out and tells his story that people realize not only did it not succeed, but he abused those boys horribly. People needed to know where this ideology came from. That this guy who abused these boys made them perform sex acts on each other.
Yep, just a colleague of Dr. Jerry Franzfey. I am telling you, all of these psychologists are perverted. They are, I mean, I'm not saying every psychologist that you know is perverted, but these people with the power and that are within close proximity to the elites, any incursion into history, any incursion into what happened and what went wrong into America begins and ends with these scientists, quote unquote scientists, that we rescued from Germany. And a lot of what we know and heard about World War II obviously is a lie, and many things have been covered up. The fact that we still celebrate these people in school, like Sigmund Freud, is your biggest clue that something is wrong. Something is very wrong and rotten at the top. I want to add this. Across the board, everyone that I have spoken to says that Lori, Erica's mother, is exceedingly problematic. Exceedingly problematic. They acknowledge that Erica lies about a lot of details, and obviously on the basis of just the divorce documents that we went through yesterday, I can see that Lori might do some things that would not be described as honest. Okay, I don't think she is likely an honest dealer. But what people have said to me is she is the person, has always been the person in Erica's ear. Like, she's this type A person that tells her who to go after in each and every room. She knows who those people are, who Erica should instantly transform into, what she has to say. I mean, one of her exes was very clear. He said to me, I was warned by another person in the beauty pageant world that girl will do anything to get to the top, and her mother will do anything to help her get to the top. Her mother herself, Lori, was a model actually at one point. So that hunger for Erica to get to the top, there is a connection just based on discussions I have had with multiple people to her mother. And I know that's an untouchable subject because there's always this, well, she's sick now, you can't talk about her mother at all. But to get into the Erica story, you have to know who Lori Franzfey is, and you have to know who this cast of character is around her. And Erica is, without question, a climber. Okay. She is also, without question, willing to lie to make her mother look better. I mean, to say I grew up with a single mother is not true. So why is she saying it? Well, people suspect probably Lori is the person in her ear getting her to say that because it makes Lori look good. She wanted Erica to be famous, but let's not remove Erica from this. Erica desperately wanted to be famous. No one can deny that. Tomorrow, when we now begin in earnest to go through Erica's life, you will see she's never dated a normal guy. She's never dated a guy with.
Wow, I thought I'd just jump in. It's been 10 minutes, but it's on 1.25 speed, but still, we should add some commentary. Wow. Dee Dee, fill everyone in with your commentary.
I am not a perverted psychologist.
There we go. Perfect. Now we can't get copyright struck. Dee Dee is not a perverted psychiatrist. And I am a loving grandpa of two with a muffin top and great luscious bangs. So let's do this. Here we go, Dee Dee.
The 9-to-5 job. And that's what Elizabeth Lane was hitting at when she was speaking about going through her exes. You can see like she was going to be with somebody. She was, okay, you're going to the NFL, you're going to the MLB, we can be on The Amazing Race together. You will see very clearly she is not dating a regular guy ever. Okay. Her goal was to make it. And I suffice to say that Elizabeth Lane was very much on the money when she suggested that she would have done anything to be famous. And like I said, you simply will not be able to deny that when you see the stuff that we have uncovered about her and the missing years, I'll say plural, of Erica's life. Very weird. Where was Erica? She even admits she's missing. There's so much there. Anyway, we'll take a brief break before I just show you a clip of Erica just lying casually. All right, you guys, let's talk about something most of us have never even heard of, but probably, easily the most important relationship. And again, I don't want to get ahead of myself, so I'm going to get into this tomorrow, but the most important relationship that Erica had at Turning Point USA is Tyler Boyer. You will recall that when I sat down with her, and I want to let you know that ahead of today's episode and yesterday, one of the questions that we keep asking that we can't get an answer is, how does Erica Kirk know Tyler Boyer? She couldn't recall that in person. We can't get an answer. That seems to be something that she doesn't want to answer, right? But Tyler's a very significant person because he introduced her to Charlie. He set that up, right? Not a good guy, Tyler Boyer. And there was a rumor, which I will tell you what Turning Point's response was, but it was stronger than a rumor. It was somebody very much in Charlie's life who said, had reached out to me and said that Charlie told this individual that he was establishing Doge because $10 million was missing. Okay. Heard that. I went to Justin Strife when there was communication between us two, the COO, and I specifically asked about that. I said, I heard this, and this person definitely knows Charlie, he knows Erica. And, is there any truth? They said, no, that's not true. Well, fast forward to today, and they've fired a lot of people, and, a lot of people are speaking. And somebody who was within Turning Point USA confirmed to me that money was indeed missing out of Turning Point USA. I can back that up 100%, which is why I'm saying it publicly, that there were millions missing out of Turning Point USA. And they were wondering where that money was going. And they specifically said that the money was missing out of Turning Point Action, which is headed up by Tyler Boyer. The reason why I'm bringing that up, and the reason why it's coming to my mind, is because Tyler Boyer has a relationship with Lori. And Lori was put on the board of what's that company, whatever it's called, that collects data, and nobody really kind of knows what it does. Was it like AZ Tech or something like that? And I remember when I was sitting with Erica, she kind of brought this up, and she's like, a lot of people want to know why my mother was put on that board, but it was just because we needed a familiar name. That's what she said. Lori was put on the board because they needed a familiar name. I guess there's just not enough billionaires that donate to Turning Point USA for them to have put someone other than Lori, who we are told is very sick, by the way, and is very sick. But they put her on the board of that company. It makes me wonder if that is true, and also why Justin Strife has a different version of events than somebody else at the company regarding whether or not money was missing. There's a lot there that I feel needs to come out. I do not believe for a single second their version of events that Charlie established Doge 7 days before he died because he just wanted to feel like Elon Musk and use an expression. I don't buy that for even 1 second. So I do want to say that. And there is something casual about the way that Erica lies and how she lies about her background, how she lies about whether or not she's had boyfriends, didn't date for 5 years. That's not true. It's almost like she glitches and she doesn't remember. And there's an element of that to me feels like information is being downloaded, like she's remembering things and can't quite remember it. And I'm going to show you this clip because tomorrow we're obviously going to get into her pageant days and how she meets Tyler Boyer and the connections in Romania. But I do want to show you this clip of her just kind of lying very casually about how she got into the pageant world. This is her discussing that back in 2020. Take a listen.
Was it after that? That's when you started pageants, or when did that come about?
So the pageant world to me is something that it was an interesting season of life. It was nothing that I was ever groomed for. It was nothing that was ever on my radar. I wanted to play professional basketball.
Tomboy.
That was my thing ever since I was 5. Like I wanted to play, and that was all I wanted to do. I was a gym rat, for lack of a better term. And
breaking news, is that possible? You want me to try to slow it down for you, Nicole? Because I have it on 1.25 speed. Would that screw your... Oh boy. Oh, it's not low. Oh, so it is the microphone? Okay. Yeah, Nicole misspoke. Didi, do you care to speak? And let's carry on. Away we go.
I remember getting something in the mail when I had come home from school one summer, and it was like, hey, you should compete at Miss Arizona USA. Someone nominated you. And I was like, I don't know who would nominate me for that, but okay. So I shared it with my mom, and I was reviewing all the different things that you have to go through. And I thought to myself, if I were to ever win this, the most important thing out of it would be to be able to make a difference with the title. I don't care about the photo shoots. I just want to be able to overbook myself, being able to get involved with the local communities, with the local organizations that are actually making a difference. So the pageant world for me was something that was not a form of narcissism. It was more along the terms of being a steward for my state, especially as it hit our 100th year celebration.
Yeah, that's not right. That's not true. Erica has been involved in pageants from the very beginning. Her mother is definitely the person who pushed that. I actually do believe that Erica loves basketball. There's no question she plays basketball. But this idea that she didn't want it is just not true. It's so objectively not true. Erica, without question, and anybody who's being objective and honest and looking at her history of the people that she dated and the people that she wanted to be in close proximity to, can guarantee to you that this girl wanted to be famous, like very badly wanted to be famous one way or the other. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Obviously, we unpacked a lot, but I just wanted to introduce you to Dr. Jerry Franzfey and that Tesseract school. And tomorrow we're going to really jump into Erica's pageant years and when she kind of, I would say, hits the map. I'm going to answer some of your comments when we come back after a short break. All right, you guys, between groceries, travel, and higher prices, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. All feel what is happening instinctively, Candace. I feel you are the one who was sent to pull down the veil and unite us all against the elite global machine. They try to divide us, but together we are strong in God and truth. You know what? I used to play that game too. I didn't even realize it. That's how good their psychological campaigns are. Like, they really do make you think you figured it out if you've picked either the left or the right. And no, they are benefiting on both sides of that machine. And it is the same families that are benefiting at the very top. All of it would have seemed so crazy to me if you had said to me, even 5 years ago, that, you know, the elites are practicing occult magic. And now I'm going, why are we even in school? We're just literally sitting in a classroom talking about the public school system so they can just work a number on your children and make them think that they're educated and that they should pursue working for one of these companies with the elites. That's the most aspirational thing that they can do. It's so backward. It is just so backward. Intuition Gen writes, it seems really weird and now a bit suspicious that there are so many Mormons involved with Turning Point USA. And Erica, thank you for continuing to go, Max. The Mormon thread will continue to happen. I do want to say this first and foremost. So many Mormons helped me in the Charlie Kirk investigation. And I could not have done a lot of that early research into UVU campus if it was not Mormons running around, getting information and them acknowledging what's going on at this university. Why do I feel like the CIA is involved? Why is our president, like former CIA, she has since stepped down, but there's a lot of weird stuff happening in Utah. But in terms of speaking about Turning Point USA, Tyler Boyer is the guy. He's the guy that introduced Charlie to everybody, including Erica. And Erica can't remember how she met him. That's not right. Okay. And more investigation needs to be done into Jerry Franzfey's Mormon family. Okay. I'm going to give you that last name again of her mother, Marjorie Ferrin, Ferrin. Now, Mormon families are always big, so this could mean something or it could mean nothing, but the Ferrins definitely married into the Farnsworth clan a few times. And Arizona, there's stuff going on there. There is definitely stuff going on. Tyler is close with the Farnsworth clan. We've covered that. There's a lot to look at. And I can say definitively, he is not a good person. And it's weird that Erica is protective of him. That should unnerve you. If that's another thing that was missing in this is just her instinct to get rid of bad people or people that were pressuring Charlie. She's like, give them main stage. These are my allies. My allies are Charlie's enemies. I don't know. None of that's normal. None of that is normal. And if I find out the Turning Point action was indeed for a fact and not allegedly, and I feel like it is like, I'm getting this from Turning Point USA, right? I was actually missing around $10 million. Two separate people saying that, one in their personal life saying that, and now someone in their professional life saying that. And Erica is covering for that. It's just going to get even bigger. This is just going to we just need to keep the pressure and get to the bottom of what happened. Jennifer Hofer writes, the young boys who were abused were David and Bruce Reimer. I'm from Manitoba, a small town outside of Winnipeg. It is a very dark story. Yes, absolutely. What Dr. John Money did to those twins. And there's so much evil that happened. The media did not cover it well. I pray he is in a better place. There was no justice ever served. Absolutely true.
That's Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Wow. Oh boy. Silly Canadians.
And that was in one of Dr. Jerry Franzfey's colleagues, given her background and what happened to her, and her family was just okay with it. Come back home. Okay, it's all right. Your 19-year-old boyfriend knocked you up. Just come back in. This person writes, we need a day of peace and worship, a Hands Across America 2.0. We need to come together and raise the spiritual vibration of this world. Some will fight this evil with weapons. Some will fight it with spirituality. Anyone have any ideas? Let's go, Max. I am all about fighting it with prayer and truth. I am so serious when I tell you, I don't know. It's almost like they try to cast a spell every time they lie, but it doesn't land anymore. It doesn't land. And they kind of know it doesn't land. All of the money, we're saying no to the money. We're recognizing the influencer campaigns, the screaming, the theatrics. You cannot watch this series. Candace is a demon. Oh my gosh. How dare she look into what school Erica went into? How dare she notice that she's lying? I always want you guys to just feel encouraged because none of us were awake to this years ago. We were all at one another's throats. And now we are finally turning around and looking at the elites and going, who are you? What families are you from? Why are you behaving like this? We're the psychologists now, right? We're diagnosing them and they're a bunch of psychopaths. Okay, done. This is our ship and you guys got to go. Okay. We're not doing this anymore. the peer pressure, making people terrified all the time, and you're going to lose everything. We'll crush you. We'll do this. Goodbye. Okay. Just goodbye. Nobody cares about that anymore. Jordan writes, Dear Candace, you are a human being who is true to her soul. When my father died, I held him tightly to my arms to make him know that I was there for his last path, as scary as it was for him. Wow, it's so beautiful. While being skeptical, I kept my senses open, and I truly felt his soul coming out of his body. Helena Dini writes, TPUSA is running a tight shipwreck. Joyce Tootal writes, she is America's #1 investigative truth seeker. Of course, we stand with Candace. Christ is King. Let's go. Yeah, I just want you guys to walk away and know that the elites are practicing the occult. I want you to know that it has not stopped. Yes, they are satanic, and we have to just acknowledge that thing first. Remain optimistic. In the end, God wins. Okay, God, He's already won. My husband says to me, I'm like, in the end, we win. He's like, Christ has already won. That's why they can't defeat truth. They don't know what to do. They're spending so much money. They can buy everything. They can buy influencers. They can buy ad spots. They can continue to float people who would naturally have failed if we did, in fact, live in a free market society. Nobody's watching them, but somehow their companies keep growing. Yeah, that's the elites. That's their money. The factory never ends. But the one thing they can't purchase is truth. They can't. And so be happy. Be happy. That's not a thing. Hope Bean writes, Bodhi Bauckham is a prominent pastor and author and a theologian. He died on September 25th, 2025 at the age of 56. His death was attributed to an emergency medical incident. I loved him. I wondered about his death. Christ is King. Yeah, I did not.
I'll just jump in and comment there. So like, I mean, I don't know about all this stuff, but I mean, that would make sense as how they can make something like the Delphi disappear. I don't know. Do we think that's related? Oh my God. I don't even know. This is like a minute left, 2 minutes left. Okay, guys, here we go.
No, I did not know any of that, so thank you. Paigey writes, did everyone see the alleged leaked smear campaign against Candace Owens by Turning Point USA? That isn't righteous judgment. It's bearing false witness. The 9th commandment doesn't include an agenda-driven exemption. Truth over fear. Christ is King. Go Max. I can tell you, I did not look too much into that because I felt that they were trying to distract us and our team from doing the work and actually creating the series. But what I will say is I found out from employees that they were behind the attacks against me from the very beginning. And so that was quite shocking because I was obviously speaking to them in good faith, trying to understand what had happened. And then I was very alarmed to learn that they had so early been behind a PR campaign to dismiss me. I mean, at Charlie's real funeral, they're on the phone with the doctor and coming up with like magic bullet theory. That's beyond weird. Don't ever forget that. That came from Erica. That came from Erica. Superman neck came from Erica. And they're telling you have no right to ask questions. Like, what? She was running a PR campaign to help the masses believe that Charlie had like a Superman neck on the day that he was slated to be buried. I guess he wasn't buried. We don't know whether or not he was ever buried, but that's wild. That is wild. And it's not okay. And so, yeah, tomorrow, like I said, we will begin in earnest to go through her pageant years, which I'm very excited to get into, but I felt like this background and these players are important. Dr. Franz Fay is important. And now I can just kind of give you the timeline. We can go through and see what Dr. Franz Fay is doing in Eastern Europe. And then Tyler is going to get into Eastern Europe and Erica's going to get into Eastern Europe and everybody's in Eastern Europe with the Marines and doing good things. Always. They never do anything bad. What are you talking about? The Marines gave Good Samaritan Hospital out of their hearts. They just said, I heart you Catholics. Here, have this hospital. Yeah, that's how it goes. Anyway, reminding you, if you'd like to support the show, we have merch available on the website. Head to CandaceOwens.com. It is the easiest way to support me and to support our team and the amount of research that we do. It is exhausting. You have no idea, but we wouldn't have it any other way. We love having a small team. And yeah, so go buy yourself a mug. Tell your priest that you will chill. Also, I love this, the whole why is Emmanuel gay? Well, we don't know. Well, we kind of do know, to be honest. We don't know, but we know. Anyway, you guys, we will, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And we're back. Wow. So, Dee Dee, care to comment? Oh, you got Doritos action happening. Oh, you're chewing. Okay, so I'll comment. Oh, are we sharing our foods? Because if I had a camera, I'd be showing you my mini wheats, which are low in sugar. Because I stopped buying the mini wheats because they were putting way too much sugar on them. Or, you know, mini wheats. I eat them dry right out of the box. Plain mini wheats. And the ones with the white sugar on them, they've been putting too much on it. So I stopped buying them. Then I saw this. It's mini wheats. And they're low in sugar. So they just have that white, how they dip them in the white sugar. There's just a bit of it on. It's all you need. Because the other ones had way too much. It was like eating candy. So I stopped eating them. Now I'm back. Which I think they're a little bit better than Doritos. But they might not taste as good. But here we go. Let's read chat. Lady Blind Wolf, you're on fire. Kelly, you guys are getting along great. Thanks for helping, guys. Thanks for chatting up a storm. Dee Dee, should we highlight some of these chat? Oh my God, I can't keep up with you guys. Should I read some of these, Dee Dee? Oh my God.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Let me just find something.
I do need some water.
Oh my gosh.
Let me grab some.
Lady Blindwolf says no, they're not, because they lack science and a lot of literature, a lot of things. Oh my goodness. Hoosier's alive and kicking. Look at him. He's awake. He probably slept for 10 hours and we're still on the air. Just a different channel. What's up, bro? Kelly on fire. Tom Harris. I don't even know these names. Involved with Chad Book Company fundraised for Operation Underground Railroad. Tim Ballard. Oh my goodness. Dee Dee, do you know these names?
No.
Wow. Now, interesting, Lady Blindwolf. Interesting thought, that the Heritage Foundation didn't have them in the loop for a lot of things. The Koch brothers, I've heard of them. All of that type of thing. Oh my gosh. So these people are playing us, right? Holy shit. Oh my God. You guys know what you're talking about. Wow.
These tentacles, right?
Nicole. Go on.
The tentacles.
Yes. Nicole. How's your throat, Shibby? My throat is great. It's great. Do I sound I sound okay? I had some mini wheats in my throat. Other than that, everything's perfect. I got a Ricola here. I'm going to have a fresh one right now. Nicole, if we did any of the Epstein stuff or this kind of stuff, I mean, you got to help me. I'll do it. I just don't know where to start. People keep just saying, okay, go here and look at all this shit. And when I go there, I'm like overloaded and I can't take it. It's too much. So if anyone has any idea, I'll do some Epstein stuff. I have no idea where to go or how to do it. What would you like to cover, Dee Dee? If we were to move on from Delphi to find another case? Anything?
I forgot.
People keep sending me stuff, but I can't find one that I kind of like having the documents, don't you? When you can kind of look at the court docs and stuff. I enjoy that.
That is good.
I wish we could find something like this with like how All Eyes has this whole everything's like right here handed to you, you know?
Oh my God, yes. I would love to be able to make that whole thing one for Reese's thing and one for the other guy that I'm helping advocate for.
Oh, do you want to do anything for Reese? Can I help you? Because I got all his stuff here, like all his letters and that. Do you want to read over them or anything? Is there something you think we could do?
We could look at the polygraph thing if you want to, or you could also look at the quote unquote polygraph thing.
What is that? Do I have that?
That's an exhibit.
I think I downloaded. I think I put everything. Let me see. I'll show you what I have. Oh, it's in here. Yeah, I put exhibits.
And there's
so it would be the Paul.
I think Valencia.
Maybe I should just go get it again because I probably don't know where I've saved it. I saved all his letter thingies, but I don't know if that's it.
I don't know.
I was just looking. So Reese 2024 letters. It's not a letter, right? Why don't I just go to the website and you show? Tell me. Do you know the exhibit number?
The exhibit number.
No. I have them all here.
The number, no. I just.
So I'll just go through them all.
And we'll find.
What date was it, or do you remember? It was probably earlier on, eh?
Earlier on, yeah. It was at the bottom of a list.
So what's it called?
I think it's just called Reese Davis something, and also KK.
Well, I'll look through.
It's
Do you want to in case I find it, do you want to just tell us about it, or is there anything you want to? I'm all ears if you want.
Do control. Can you do control find?
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that. It's only good if you can remember to do it. I call it the control find thingy. I don't call it control fishy anymore because I think she's mad at me. So I'll just call it control find until she lets me know she's not mad at me. I'm just kidding. So what am I looking? So I type in his name, right?
RICCI. Yeah.
All right. Oh, I don't like how Firefox does it. Does it way down here and I can't see it good. So screw that. I'm going to open it up in Google. It's much better. You see, I'll get rid of this. 1 second. I'm going to open this up in, so I'll copy this. Then I'll open it up in Google. Google's better for this kind of stuff. But I switched back to Firefox because it wasn't blocking my YouTube ads. The Google wasn't, so I went to Firefox, and it's working perfectly for YouTube. Blocks everything. Sorry. Now let's do it here. We go Control F. There we go. I like that better. Pops up here. So, boom, 0. Oh my goodness. Or maybe I should go into these.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. If I type, let me try it again now while I pushed. No, it still says 0.
You gotta go into. Maybe it's the.
Well, I got to find the documents first, all right? I don't know. Let's just look through them. Because his name will pop out.
Yeah. Keep going down. Yeah.
Oh, did I cut you off? Were you explaining something and I cut you off? Sorry.
Oh, I don't remember. It's at the
Do you want to talk about it?
Uh-oh, Valencia's waking up.
Oh, do you have to go and...
Yeah.
Don't worry, I got... No problem. I'll be looking for that.
Thank you.
So, wow, maybe I'll check chat out. What is happening? Did you guys want to carry on with that talk while Dee Dee's gone? Nicole has fixed her AirPods. Great news. I'm on a stream again. Nicole, I think you should just get a separate microphone because you hear me. I just ordered a separate microphone. I think it's better when you do that. And definitely use earphones so you don't have your speaker playing through. But I mean, if they're real earpods, I guess, or AirPods, I guess they'll be good. But I would just get a separate microphone. Okay, so here we go. Something interesting, though. During the first Trump administration, there's a bunch of kids that couldn't be accounted for. Oh, I remember that. Yes. That was when they were putting them away. Yeah. What was that called when they were putting them? Not, I guess they said cages, but those. Yeah, I remember that. A bunch of kids did go missing, right? That's crazy. Oh boy. That's a lot. Oh my goodness. I have no idea. Holy shit. Carol's back. Carol, did you hear Ted talking about Carol? You thought you were trolling him, but we had to say, no, Carol's awesome. That's like pillow talk for Carol, what she was saying.
Oh, that's right.
Like she said something like, you fuck, like something really, like Carol comment, right? But Ted took it the wrong way. Yeah, so this turning points, I'm obviously not a political guy, but this turning points, I guess is everybody kind of turning on them, or is it like, are the right people still into that or what? Sounds like, do you know anything about it, Dee Dee?
I know nothing about it. Nothing about it.
Wow.
Anybody want to come on and talk about it? They should.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, how about this? Do you want to go through? How about you this? You can go through the chat if you want to address anything or talk to anybody, and I'll look for the Reese stuff. Okay.
Okay, I was just watching to see if she's gonna wake up. I want to know how to make one of these though. One of these GitHub things.
Oh gosh, imagine no. This isn't easy.
It isn't, or it is?
It can't be easy. I guess we would just have to get. I guess like I don't know. I guess you'd have to get the files. Really, you'd have to just go and get them.
And then just make a chart like that?
I don't know. Email all. I asked her, what the fuck? How do I do this? I don't see his name.
Let me see. She needs
If you can get like an exhibit number, let me know. So I'm sure his name will pop out.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
No worry. Wowza. Just looking through here for anything related to what Dee Dee was talking about. Wow. So that was pretty interesting. We should probably stick with that topic. It seems like I wish I knew more about what was happening. Kind of keep the blinders on, I guess, intentionally.
Happening with what?
With all the stuff that Candace Owen was talking about, and Miss my new super fan, Lady Blind Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I feel silly. I don't know half of what everyone's talking about.
Somebody wants to come up and talk.
Wow. Well, so is this all about Epstein stuff? Like, should I just don't know where to start. I see everyone's interested in it. I don't want to just kind of sensationalize it, but I wouldn't mind covering like the legal aspects, and I just don't know where to start. Boy, oh boy.
Keep going.
Unless you want to just, have we had enough? Do you want to shut this down? I didn't expect this show to go so well. I think it went well. I was expecting everyone to just be, after Ted's show, to be kind of blah and go to sleep. And I think it would be good if I could find some Reese stuff to finish this off with quick.
Let's see. It's on the bottom. Let's see.
Would that be more the defense stuff or the state?
Oh, it's defense.
Because they have their own section of stuff.
I'm sorry, it's defense.
So I'll go to their trial.
I'm sorry.
Exhibits, charges, Frank's motions, exhibits, state trial exhibits, defense trial exhibits. Here, I'll go through here and see. Anna Williams.
Let's see, go to the bottom. Wait. Okay, keep going. Yeah.
No.
There's more stuff though.
This is always how I do it. I end up looking for something that I know I've probably seen a bunch of times. It's so much stuff.
Maybe try Control Find now.
Let's do it. Let's see. Control. Ooh, nothing's coming up. Oh, it came up on my other browser.
Ooh.
Here, I'll try that again. Try it again. Control. There we go. Oh, there's two things. So what do?
Yeah,
I
fine.
go like this. Here's one. So they'll be highlighted, right?
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably be green.
Where the heck is it?
I don't know.
Press
Does
enter.
it usually finds it for you, doesn't it? When I do this. But it's not. It's not doing it. See what I'm saying? But it has found two things. So usually it highlights in green. Like a green.
Weird.
For me. Should see it.
No, it's in the defense ones.
Oh, maybe I'll go down there and see if they're highlighted. Nope. It's got to be something highlighted here. I'll check here. It's found two things. It just doesn't tell me where. So I'll look for a green. Nope. It says there's two things. But usually when I go like this, it brings me right to the page.
Damn, that's weird. Wait, stop right there.
Letters. It's the letters though.
Um,
So what is it we're looking for?
we're looking for, it says Keegan Klein, Reese Davis, chirps.
Chirps. Oh, I've seen that. Shit. I might even have that. Damn it. So why don't I type in chirps? Do you have it? You want to send it to me on Discord and I'll just open it?
I don't know if I have it. Let me see.
Oh, chirps. I have chirps. Oh, here it is. I have it. Boom. It popped up. So which one? It's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reese Davis chirps or the Keegan Klein chirps?
All of them.
Well, let's start here. So what? Oh my God. What do you want to do? You want to take the floor?
So that is going to show that he did mail out letters to Nick the Prick, because this is showing all his legal mail. I don't know why they have.
Right. In these letters, yeah, because one of them's from Nick McLean. I'll open it all. So, and then the other one's to somebody else, right? This one's to McClelland, and this one was to somebody else, right?
But the other one was the log from the prison showing that he did mail
This is
them out. Yeah,
and
that
I'll open the fourth one too. It was this one. This is the fourth one. So I'll put these in order. This was the first. This was the second, third, and then Keegan Klein. Oops, was the fourth one. So what do you want to do? The first one? I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Okay, so that one is really no big deal. You can scroll down and I guess see if they're, it's really doesn't show anything.
So they have it all blocked. Oh, here we go. They got some stuff here.
That's his case, the Huntington County. So I don't know why they left that on there.
So they have this all. So this is all blacked out, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But okay, something should say Carroll County.
Oh, am I going too fast?
Yeah, go up a little bit. Right there. What's that? No, that's his lawsuit. Go up a little bit. What's that? No, that's lawsuit. Okay, go down.
So I'll stop and let you see it.
Lawsuit, go down.
How do you see lawsuit?
Because I know the attorneys.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Lawsuit, go down. Let me see. Carroll County, right there. Carroll County prosecutor.
So what are we looking at?
Wow.
Oh, so this is a proof that he contacted him.
Mm-hmm.
Aha. And are they saying he didn't?
And what was that? What date is that? 2024? 10/15, 2024.
Yeah. But yeah, 10/15/2024.
The trial was 2024, right?
Yeah, it was right. That's right before the trial because it starts on like 10/18/2024. It's like days before the trial. Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because yeah, it definitely starts on like 10/18/2024. So man, he must have contacted him a few other times. Here's a different one. 10/0. Is that 04? Yeah, 10:04. This one. He mailed something on October 4th to the Carroll County Prosecutor's Office. Wow. So maybe it's getting. Here's 10:21.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing too interesting here. I mean, I don't think they didn't pull all the logs of all the years. But now
Is this one more interesting?
This is kind of interesting because
it has more. It has like actual talking.
This is Keaton Klein texting with people.
Can you here? What I'll do is, for some reason I can't see it very good. Like I have to do this.
Like I have a feeling that this third one is murder sheets.
This one here?
Yeah, read it.
It says inmate comprehensive messages, or him contacting murder sheets.
No, I feel like it's murder sheets contacting him.
Man, I wish I could see it better for some, because I have to zoom it back out.
Can you read the content?
Yeah, well, I can if I zoom it in, but then I miss everything because then I have to find that. But my browser, for some reason, is not showing me that little bar. So here, I'll try better. So here, let's just figure out what it is first. So the name, I'll go to the left here. So basically, the date it was sent, the direction.
So go to the third one. Scroll down. Okay. So that's incoming, right? So somebody messaged him.
Oh, message Reese?
No, Keegan.
Okay. And I'll scroll across now, sorry, because my browser for some reason doesn't show me. Subject, the body. So here, the third one says Reese.
So he got an incoming message with the subject line, Reese Davis, and then that's the message.
Yeah.
Now read it, and I feel like it might be murder sheets.
Oh, instead of... Wait, what do you mean? Murder sheets as in pretending to be Keegan?
No, because they wrote to Keegan.
So I'll read this one.
Yeah.
We wanted to reach out to you to see if you had heard about the most recent filing in the Richard Allen case. One of Allen's trial attorneys claims that he spoke with Reese Davis and that Reese Davis talked to him about you. According to Davis, you made comments to him indicating that you were involved in the murders, that Ronald Logan was too, and that you had info only the killers would know. Do you have any comment on any of this? Yeah, that's definitely them, eh?
I feel like it is, right? But see, there's like a couple people that notified him.
Because the way they say, we wanted to reach out to you.
Exactly.
So who else could that be? Like, and it's not Keegan because they're saying that you wanted to reach out to you, see most recent filings. Attorneys claimed that he spoke with Reese Davis. So you think it's a murder sheet contacting Keegan?
Yep.
About him, and he's the subject. Okay. So how would we know? Because they have it blacked out, though, right? So
yeah, we don't know whose name it is. Don't know.
Wow.
But there were a couple people that notified Keegan. See, like the next one.
2/28/25.
Yeah.
But that's not the date of this, right?
Those messages, it said 2/14/25.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, man. So that's...
So look, there's the fourth one is somebody else
read this one?
warning him. You are mentioned in a legal filing. Who could that be warning him? Yeah, read it.
Okay. Hi, Keegan. I'm not sure if you are talking to anyone who keeps you updated about when you are being mentioned in legal filings, but on February 14th, Richard Allen's defense attorney Andrew Baldwin filed a motion that referenced you being involved in the Delphi murders February 12, 2025. Baldwin met with Reese Davis, inmate who previously talked about Ron Logan confessing to him. Davis told Baldwin he met both Keegan Klein and Ron Logan at Newcastle. Logan confessed to being involved in the Delphi murders with 2 other people, but never said who they were, although he revealed details only the killer would know. March 2024, KK was placed near Davis, and KK asked if Logan mentioned KK's name, and Davis began to realize KK may have been one of the other 2 killers. KK revealed details of the murders that corroborated details Logan told Davis that only the killers would know. These conversations continued until Richard Allen was found guilty in November of 2025. And what? He wasn't found guilty in 2025.
Oh, that's wrong then.
He was found guilty in November 2024 and sentenced in the end of 2024, right?
Mm-hmm.
No?
Yeah, that's
Before
wrong.
Christmas. So that's November maybe that's what they meant, or whatever. And KK told Davis he was relieved he would no longer be a suspect. KK told Davis KK told Davis that Richard Allen was not the 3rd killer and Allen was not involved in the murders of Abby and Libby. KK told Davis he knew Ron Logan from trading CSAM and sharing burner phones and would meet every 3 to 6 months to show Logan how to use the phones. That's it. Baldwin filed the motion because he said Allen's defense never received 8 letters Reese Davis said he sent to Nick McClelland, the Carroll County prosecutor, or a videotaped police interview of Davis, and that the defense could have used that information to show that Ron Logan and you were involved in the murders and Richard Allen's innocent. Is this stuff true? How would you describe Reese Davis? Is he unreliable, making stuff up? Apparently, he took a polygraph about what he said Ron Logan confessed to and failed miserably. Some of the details were included in a court filing and did not match up to the case. Crime scene facts. Thank you. So what's that?
Who could that be from, though?
Did he do the polygraph thingy?
So that's what I was telling you that we could look at. They claim that he did, but he didn't do the polygraph. He did not do a polygraph.
Apparently, like when people word it like that, it's like they're not sure. Apparently he took a polygraph.
Yep.
Well, he said about Ron Logan confessed to had failed. Well, so first of all, a polygraph is not just about one little thing. So that sounds weird too. It's like they want to just say that.
But that's exactly what Nick McClelland said. That those are his words. Failed miserably is a quote from McClelland. That's why I'm like, who wrote this?
Well, basically, it could be anybody, right? Because they have it blacked out. I mean, anybody who would want this put into the public record, even though it could be anybody writing this, right?
Yeah.
If you had messaged KK and said this to him, this would now be here. But I mean, it could have been anyone, right?
Yeah, technically, yeah.
So what's the dig here? Is that so? Are you guys saying that like Reese never took a thingy-majigger, or?
No, he never did. You didn't
I don't
hear
know. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so you say whatever.
You didn't hear this story?
Kind of, yeah, but
Holman and this other dude named Pat Hansard went to Newcastle and they hooked him up to a polygraph, but both of them were in the room. Holman started what do you call that? Poking? Like what do you call that? What's that word?
Interrogating?
Mm-mm.
Instigating?
No, like when somebody pokes at you, like
provoking?
Yes, provoking. Thank you. Started provoking him with by talking shit, just the same way he did to Richard Allen, right? And there was a
Like
video
baiting him
camera.
baiting him to react or whatever. Go on,
Yes.
sorry.
And they had supposedly they were taping it with a video, and Reese got frustrated and took the stuff off and said, "Nah, I'll go wear a wire and talk to Ron Logan right now. Give me 45 minutes and I'll come back with all the info." They're like, no, you don't have to do that. It's okay, you don't have to do that. Here, just write a statement. And so he really never did a polygraph.
Okay. One quick second. Sorry. Luna, I missed you coming in. Hello, Luna. TJ, I missed you coming in. And I just want you to, lady, to know that this is a lot of stuff. So if you have anything you want to email me, I'll do a show on this. I don't want you to think we're blowing this off because
me?
obviously you're really passionate about it, right?
Me?
But I don't even know. Sorry, go on.
Me?
No, I'm talking to this lady wolf.
Oh, okay, got it.
Wolf, because she had lots to say. So before we jump away from that, remember how we just watched all that stuff?
Yeah.
So let us cover this, and I'll come back and read your comments. How's that, Lady Wolf? Sorry, okay, go on, Dee Dee. Sorry.
No, it's that me and my friends, we call each other like lady, like, hey lady, what are you doing that for?
No. I meant to say lady. So sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. So sorry.
No, you're fine.
So is there a way we can figure out who wrote this by the wording?
I don't know. That's like, it sounds like McClellan.
Yeah, like he just did this knowing he wanted people to read this, like
because KK and Reese were still close to each other, like their cells or whatever. They were still in the same pod.
Is there anything in here that would like help Nick that he's trying to slip in through somebody else or something?
No. It could also be, you know what? It could also be that motherfucker Tom Webster. Could be him.
Oh.
Because Tom Webster, Keegan wrote to me and he said that blah, 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 blah. So if you go down, you're going to see Keegan's responses to those messages. And what Keegan responded is just what Tom Webster said that he said.
Failed miserably, right? That wording.
No, like if you go down.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you're gonna see him writing back. So the second one looks like it's his response to Murder Sheets, if that was Murder Sheets, you know. And
that
then,
dude part.
Want
to read it, or do you want to?
Yeah, you can read it. I mean,
it says that dude is an idiot. And I've only talked to him maybe 2 times. He's one of those guys in prison that tries to write all different prosecutors and get time cuts on people's case. It's laughable. He also pimps himself out for commissary and drugs. Is he saying this about Reese?
Mm-hmm.
Drugs. He's a complete loser and drug addict. Well, I mean, how would he know some of the things he know, right? Like, obviously, Reese knew stuff before people knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Before it was ever not even close to being public information back in 2017. So he can say what he wants. I mean, Keegan could say what he wants, but how would he explain the fact that he knew all that stuff way in the beginning?
Mm-hmm.
So
exactly. And so the next one is the response to,
you know, yeah, I'll read that. So what I feel like is if it's like this is a planned thing to get a narrative out. It's like it's planned. It's like they've contacted Keegan and said, okay, I'm going to contact you so we can get this on paper. Just feels really planned to me. Sorry, scripted is what I meant to say.
That's a good point, Joy. That's a good point.
It does feel scripted, like this. Feels scripted, Like he's reading this. How are they communicating? By text?
Yeah, by the prison messaging system thing.
Right. So now could he have received a letter that wouldn't be in here?
Yeah, he could have received a letter. Mm-hmm.
And then it just feels like this is scripted. So I'll read this. Do you want me to keep reading?
Yeah, read the next one. So this would be the response to the message that I said it could be Tom Webster, right?
Right. Okay, so it says, LOL, that's so funny. He's so stupid. If anyone could see who Reese really is, he writes a bunch of prosecutors on people see they're trying to push that same thing again. As if they would say that exact same thing to each other. On people's cases, saying a bunch of lies to get oh, this is him saying it back again. Okay. Bunch of lies to get a time cut. I've talked to the dude maybe 2 times. The police know I had nothing to do with that shit. And I have no clue who Ron Logan was until people told me. Reese goes by Ghost. Wait, Reese goes by what?
Oh, his nickname is Ghost.
Okay, Ghost. He's a drug addict loser, the worst of the worst in prison. He pimps himself out for commissary and pills. I wish I would have known all this when he was here. LOL. I needed a good laugh. Thank you. Hope all is good with you and the fires in LA. Be safe, man. Have a good one. Fires in LA.
Who's
in LA?
From LA? I don't know.
Who's in LA? Or that could also be a part of the script to throw them off to who he's really talking to. I think these people are wise to this stuff. And like maybe he said, say this bullshit to me. And at the end, say goodbye to this type of person to throw people off unless we know who's in LA.
Lauren's not in LA.
Who?
Lauren.
The worst. Oh, what about
she's in Utah, isn't she?
the fires in LA? How about that? You know who was out there in LA was
it has to be
who's
a
that?
guy. 'Cause
Shakespeare.
it's a man.
Hannah Shakespeare is out there. Fig is out there. Isn't Fig out that way?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Fig is in California. Right?
Lauren is in
Positive.
Vegas. There you go.
Hmm?
Yeah, maybe Fig. I think they did say. I think I did hear he's in California. Maybe that's him.
He's definitely out that way because he supposedly helped solve his brother's family murders or something. Then he thought he was a superstar.
Mm.
Do we do more?
Well, the next one is about. Oh yeah, it does say something about Reese in there, but we didn't read what he's responding to.
It says, yeah, I'm not worried about her. LOL. Thanks for the heads up. I've gotten so many messages about Reese. It's so funny. This dude is such a joke. Oh boy. Ooh, there's lots more. Holy shit. Tell me what you wanted me to do.
Well, maybe read the message the original message to see.
Oh, go back?
Yeah, go back.
To see if we can put stuff. The big one or the first one?
Oh, no, it's not the first one. It's not the second one. Keep going. Because that one's about Holly. It's probably. Oh, it doesn't show the message that he's responding to.
I don't know. Was there on the other ones, or is it this?
No, that's it. That's all there is.
So this is him responding, right?
No, that's somebody.
Oh, this is people talking to him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So it's a back and forth. It is a back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we? What shows us it's in and out?
Just by recognizing the.
How it's worded.
Yeah.
Oh, incoming.
Oh, there you go. That's how it should be.
Shouldn't it be outgoing?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So outgoing is Keegan. Okay. So incoming is this one. So it's all incoming. except, so the first time he responds is here. So I'll go, sorry, I should zoom it out because we don't need to read the message just yet, but I can see outgoing and incoming. So my browser for some reason is weird because it's my TV won't aspect it, so I'm missing the edges. So, but anyways, we'll be able to work it and zoom in. So basically, incoming, this big one's, and then this is incoming, and this is outgoing. So the heads up, Holly's back is incoming, and this outgoing is the dude is an idiot. So then outgoing again. So the outgoing, yeah, it's hard to say because they're not in sequence, right? But he could be outgoing. I guess it would make sense if we read it right, which we already did.
But that one, that outgoing one, it's not matching up because where's the incoming one that it's responding to?
Well, I guess it could be any of those first ones.
You
So
are
wait,
mentioned in a legal filing. Okay, so that is another message to the person that their subject is you are mentioned in a legal filing. So like the
Oh.
Tom could be like how I'm saying maybe it was
this
Tom.
one.
Walker. Yeah.
Ooh, good catch, Dee Dee. Good catch. So it's, yeah, that's the subject. So when he replies, good catch. So yeah, it's the same. Okay, we can put this together. See, hey, I bet you that's hey, and he's responding, hey. Good
Yeah.
call. Okay. So you were mentioned, well, so we should just follow that one along, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true. We could, yeah.
Okay, so basically you're mentioned in a legal filing is this, incoming. And then he replies to this, laugh out loud, it's so funny, which was read. And then the next person is, I'll find the next one with that subject. And here I'll go over just to make sure that's incoming or outgoing. This one is incoming. So to him, I appreciate you clearing that up. It was scary with the fires, and the winds were so fast that embers were floating several miles, and normally residential neighborhoods are immune to mass fire destruction. But the winds took it to an uncontrollable level. I had to evacuate for a few hours, but my neighborhood is fine, but I know a few people who lost their homes, everything inside. Makes me thankful for that little I have. Thank you. What? They're contacting him about themselves, and he's in.
Well, remember that KK had said, "Oh, I hope everything's okay in LA with the fires, with you and the fires."
Right. But that's their only response. Like, I mean, that would be a great way to start and then say what you wanted to say. But you're just going to contact the guy and say all about fires and that's it? That seems weird. No?
I mean,
Like
KK probably really doesn't give a shit.
No, that's what I mean. Like you're talking to somebody about Reese Davis and all this stuff, and at the very end he says, "Okay, about the fires." A reply to me would be, "Well, yeah, the fires. Thank you for worrying about the fires and all that." Now, and also, there's nothing about what he said to him or her, whoever this is. It'd be first. It should be like, "Okay, well, I appreciate you clearing that up." That's all they say. Then they go on for a whole paragraph about their own predicament. And
I don't
this
know.
guy's,
Maybe.
it just seems like that would be adding to their cover story. I don't know.
Like maybe they're distracting. Like maybe they don't want to press him for more info type of thing.
Or they're trying to just kind of, maybe we'll see if there's more, because it's the kind of thing you would do to make someone feel comfortable that you're like talking with them and just like bullshitting to make them think you're friendly with them. And then it's a bit too much though.
It is too much, yeah.
It makes me think that it's phony because this guy's in a predicament himself and you're going to go on about yourself. You weren't even in the fire. It was just friend, I mean, I had to evacuate for a few hours. You're in jail for fucking 30, 40, 50 years. I got to evacuate for a few hours. Poor me, kind of like. Yeah. Not that anyone should care about, so. That's interesting. Do you want to go see what the other ones? So basically, we have the subjects, right? So. Yeah, it makes sense. Basically, we should kind of number these, right? Next time, if I were to do this, I would put the numbers and I would mark it, or in different colors, so we know which goes with which, obviously. So, do
That's a good idea. So organized.
you want me to do any more? Let me know.
Keep going down. There should be more responses. Okay. So right there.
This is new. Yeah, we didn't read this one, right?
Who I think that was the murder sheets.
So let's do that one now. So let's go back to the beginning. Reese Davis. So anything. So that's the response to most likely this first one, right? That's incoming. We wanted. Yeah, this is the one we thought was we. So we think that's murder sheets possibly. And then he replies, right? Let me just double check to make sure it's him. Outgoing. So he replies, yeah, that dude's blah blah blah. He's all that stuff. We read that one. And then is this one incoming? Let me just double check so we know. Incoming, definitely. So do you want me to read that one?
Yeah.
We didn't read this, right? No,
we haven't read it yet.
Yeah, we had trouble believing Reese Davis's story because it didn't sound realistic for you to just go up to this guy and start saying stuff like that. See, again, I've already got the sense that they're trying to help him with change a narrative, you know? Like, you see, who starts like, we had trouble believing Reese's story. It sounded realistic that you just go up to this guy and start saying stuff like that. Like, you're a too upstanding citizen. You wouldn't go and say that stuff. It didn't make any sense. It just didn't sound like something you would do. Well, you don't sound like something I would do by saying this to a fucking guy as sketchy as Keegan Klein. You mentioned talking to him twice. Did he ask you about Delphi? Do you remember what you talked about with him? How do you feel about getting dragged back into this? Oh, for you. Oh my God. We don't want to sully his name. How do you feel?
You already had a couple of pictures of a couple of girls.
Yes. Oh, they're dragging you through the mud. How dare them? Long shot. But do you know of any prosecutors he's written to? People whose cases he's worked on? No worries. If not, just figured we'd ask. Are there other people there who might be willing to write to us about Reese Davis if we reached out to them? Yeah, they're trying to find shit on Reese, obviously, right? They're trying to get dirt and cause shit. We will probably talk about this on our show. Definitely.
On our show. See, there has to be murder sheets. There has to be.
Yeah, of course it feels like it. Really does. We on our show. Is there anything else you feel we should know about him and the story he is telling about you? You should also know he is saying that you told him that you would meet with Ron Logan every few months to help him access child SA materials. Did you know Logan at all? Wait a second. Did you know Logan at all? Weren't they talking to him about this? So why would they ask, did you know Logan at all? Weren't they already talking to him about him saying stuff about Logan, or no? So that's let me just double check. Right? Does that sound weird? Did you know Logan at all?
I mean, I don't remember exactly what their message said.
Dude's an idiot. So does he ever talk about Logan in here? I mean, just to them? Let me see.
Yeah, the first.
We wanted to reach out to you about the most recent, according to Davis. So that Ron Logan was 2. Oh, and you had info. Do you have any comment? So according to Davis, you made comments to him indicating that you were involved in the murders. That Ron Logan was 2. So what would they want? Why would they ask him that? Why would they? Do you even know Ron Logan? But they're already saying that Ron Logan was 2. So obviously they don't think here that they must think he knows Ron Logan, because they're asking him that Ron Logan was 2.
I mean, they're telling him what Reese's accusing him of. So now he's like, oh, Reese's a liar? Do you even know Ron Logan?
Oh, yeah. So they're trying to say, like, that dude is an idiot. Talk to him, maybe. Wait, what if he's talking about Logan here?
No,
Or
he's
is it
talking
Reese?
about Reese.
He's implying Reese, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 2 times. He's one of those guys. Yeah, because he says that. It's a lot. Yeah. So why doesn't he answer them about? So wait.
Yeah, maybe that's why
answer
they're
anything.
asking him again.
We wanted to reach out.
He's very vague.
Well, he doesn't. They ask him about all this stuff, and all he does is talk about how awful Reese is, not about any of the stuff they're asking him. That's why it makes it feel like it's scripted, because then they just go into this baloney. Here, this is him, right? No, yeah, this is them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're so troubled. Yeah, we had trouble believing Reese's story. Didn't sound realistic.
So the part that sticks out to me is have this on our show.
Yeah.
Right? And I know that Murder Sheets did a show talking about Reese. I haven't heard it yet. I don't think. No, I haven't heard it. But
I guess the only other ones would be like, I guess that Lauren, did she ever do a show on Reese?
No, she didn't. Mm-mm.
Or any other prosecutor worthy duo?
I can't think of any duo.
Sounds, because they're saying we, so it's definitely 2.
I mean,
Wait, this is it here.
R&M is not going to say that.
Well, why did I skip this? Reese Davis. Wait a second. Did we skip that?
No, that's next.
Okay, so I'll read this. So this is just double check, just to be safe. Outgoing. So this is Keegan outgoing. No, I'm not sure, but I know that it was about a murder at Michigan City years ago. What? Did we skip over something?
Do you remember what you talked with him about? Maybe Keegan is saying that he remembers talking to Reese about a murder at Michigan City.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I'm not sure, but I know that it was about a murder in Michigan City years ago. Yeah, I talked to him about my lawsuit against ISP due to me getting stabbed. And no, I don't know anyone that would talk. Everyone feels the same about him, though he is a joke. No, I didn't know Ron Logan or anything about that case. If I did, I wouldn't be in prison for 40. Oh, yeah. You think because you get some info, you're going to get off of your fucking garbage?
No,
you think
look at
you're
this.
going to just let him out over a few pictures?
A few pictures.
I mean, come on. You think you get 43 years for a few pictures, dude? I lost my best friend being my dad over all the lies all these other people have said. I said about him, it's crazy. I hate being brought back into all this stuff, especially over the most outlandish lies you could imagine. That doesn't sound like something Keegan would say. Outlandish lies.
You're just trying to use big words, that's all.
That doesn't even sound like you would use those words. You're like bullshit. Like, especially over all that garbage or bullshit or, like outlandish lies. You could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds a little proper.
Maybe he's purposely trying to be proper.
That's almost like he would end it here at crazy and they would add this. I hate being brought back into all this stuff, especially over the most outlandish lies you could imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Did we read all those? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, we basically did go all the way to the bottom, though. I don't think we read
the hay one.
Yeah,
going. We didn't read the hay one. We didn't read hay because, I'm not worried about her. So hay.
That one. That's about Holly.
Well, not here though. I didn't read this one. She didn't say much about it. That online that your dad was giving you 5. We didn't read that.
No.
Let me just double check. So do you want to?
Yeah, go for it.
Incoming. So this is the rehay. So let's just double check. Just kind of look at it, what it was. So these are both incoming to him. Hey, just a heads up. you get so yeah, they're giving him a heads up. Then, hey, yeah, I'm not worried about her. Wait a second, that's both incoming again? Oh, outgoing, sorry. I'm not worried about her. I've gotten so many messages about Reese. It's so funny that okay, so then she didn't say, so again, just double checking incoming. She didn't say much about him. She posted online that your dad was giving you $5,000 at the time to keep quiet, and that when you got a subpoena, you had her call Rosie and tell him if they transported you, you would just plead the fifth. Aside from that, KC lost the Super Bowl. I was so bummed. Laugh out loud. Random, I know. Kansas City? Who's in Kansas?
Mm.
Not that you couldn't be a fan of Kansas City, whatever that team is. I remember, what was Kansas City? Just so I'm on point, there's a talk. Wait, 1 second. Lady Blind Wolf says, just so I'm on point, there's talk of the Delphi murders within the Epstein files, correct? I don't know. Nicole, is there? Oh, TJ is asking if Charles is okay.
Yeah, Charles is fine.
Haven't heard from him. He's getting in fights with people. What was going on? Oh, I won't even bug you about that. You don't have to talk about that, right?
No.
Save that for another time. Can you, or do you want to talk about that, or no?
No.
Okay. I don't even know what we're talking about. Okay, so let's finish with this. Kevin's from New York. Boy, Nicole was bummed that the Kansas City Royals lost too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is there more to that? What was it again? That was the hay one, right? So let's see. This is my problem. I get distracted too easy. Hi. This is new. Wait. Hi is new. So hi. Let's see. You're stupid or something. Wait 1 second. Let me just double check. Sorry. I don't know why this does this to me. I have to kind of go to my other screen to scroll over. So incoming and outgoing. So somebody incoming says, hi. Well, it appears that you are in the spotlight once again. LOL. He's like, yeah, it's so stupid. I can't believe they're putting all the stuff on the news when it's not even true. I wish you could see how stupid this guy is. LOL. I've talked to him maybe 2 times, and it was about me getting stabbed. Oh, we did read this part. It's
no, we
insane.
read that from a different message.
Oh, is it?
He referenced getting stabbed in another message, yeah.
Okay, so it is new. Okay. Getting stabbed in my lawsuit is insane. It's insane. Hope you're doing good. We're getting our new tablets next week. Thank God. Great to hear from you. Hope you message me more often. Sounds like it's obviously a girl.
Right?
That Holly?
Does sound
Isn't
like
she talking?
I don't know.
I don't
What if
even
it's
know.
Crystal? Crystal went undercover and pretended she was an 18-year-old trying to talk to Keegan.
Well, that's too old. She should have said 14.
I know, that's what I told her too.
Man, so is there more of that?
But isn't there one last response from Keegan to the hey? Ooh, what's that, TJ?
I have a crazy new theory. Well, tell us. Theories are okay. Let's talk.
Yeah, come on, TJ, come up here.
Whoa. Lady Blind Wolf has got something. She says, this is just talk. How about the Delphi murders happened 2014? I think 2015 maybe, but Trump. No, it was 2017, the Delphi murders. Unless you're saying that maybe it didn't. But they were 2017. They were murdered in February 13th of 2017. And they were found February 14th of 2017. So do you think we missed any of these? You're mentioned in legal. Not sure.
We already read that one. Keep going down.
So it's just the last two, high and high.
Yeah, we read them all.
Wow.
So what's 625, TJ? What else did you spot, Kelly?
Oh, the 625, the road, as in the one by Brad Weber's? The one that goes into Brad Weber's private drive, 625? What? Yeah, see? 625 Brad Weber's Road goes directly to the transfer station and Packers. So what makes you think that? That would be because they're found on the whole other side of, they're found really close, much closer to 300 North. But there is a lot of action the night before on 625 because that's where everyone, the police, the Daniel Starrett, the chief of the fire captain, shows up with a bunch of people in his own vehicle that night, and they walk around like fools with shitty flashlights the whole night before of the 13th on that side. And they say the weird thing is you know how that 625 goes to that corner, right? And then that Weber's, the gate is there and the private drive starts and it's really long. He says they parked their vehicle outside and walked all the way in there as if they would without their car lights. It's so ridiculous. And that's the chief of fire, the Starrett, Daniel Starrett or something like that. So TJ, what makes you think all that? Oh, here. In an email referring to Indiana, Ron Logan went to the transfer station, right? And that's where the cop first went. Oh, well, the cop, yeah, the first Mitch Catrone, yes. He first went underneath the bridge. He went straight to underneath it. He went down the private drive. He went all the way to the bridge, parked under the bridge, Mitch Catrone, and then he climbed up on the bridge, looked around, went back down to his car, and went to Brad Weber's house and banged on his door. That first cop, Deputy Mitchell Catrone. But they didn't find anything? I don't even know. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. You know, that does make sense, TJ, because it always sounded weird to me. Like if somebody calls you and they're standing, Mike Patty was standing at the Mears entrance when he calls the cops. Now, why would Mitch, like, wouldn't the cops go to the person calling first and then go investigate? But Mitch Catrone goes straight to the other side. He doesn't go to where Mike Patty is. Yeah. So TJ, that would be something that would kind of, oh, well, we don't know if they were ever there because we know that they made a great point by reminding everyone, hey, they didn't drive by. Derek or nobody except Kelsey drove by the Hoosier Harvest Store. So none of them are caught on video. And the prosecutor wanted to make that very clear. It's almost like they were turning to the whole gallery and the jury and say, hey, everyone, we want you to know that Derek says he was here at this time. He got a text on his mommy's cell phone bill. He says he received it. He was standing right here, but he was never on the Hoosier Harvest Store camera. So we have no, just want everyone to know that the one working camera that's off by 54 minutes, him and Becky Patty were never seen on that camera. And they were very specific about, oh, you drove in this way. And then when you went to go see Anna, to Becky Patty, you went looking for Anna at her house. You drove out this way. What did you not do, Becky? I did not drive by the Hoosier Harvest Store camera. Everyone, I want you to know that. So I always found that weird. But what do you think, Dee Dee? Have we done enough here? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I think we've done enough. I'm surprised this turned out as well as it did. I feel maybe we should end it.
You're silly.
I'm getting stuffy too, so that's a sign. I should go for a walk or something, I should go touch some snow.
Okay.
What do you think? What do you want to do?
I'm good to go. I gotta clean up and stuff.
Yeah.
Clean up
Okay.
around here.
Well, let me just double check chat. I think we're going to end. Any parting words from anybody? Nicole, oh my God. Nicole said she didn't drive by any cameras, I thought. Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Too many coins.
Like I said, so Lady Wolf, like I said, there was a lot of theories trying to be presented as fact during that whole Delphi case. Too many things are getting connected and too many coincidences. Right. Yeah. I need to go to sleep, I guess. LOL. Yes, look at Carol, Night, Shibby, and chat. Yeah.
Carol.
So Dee Dee, you get the last words. How would you like the people to remember you? Go.
I don't know, Shibby.
I could fill it in as a woman who's so happy she has her guru back. And they're friends again on Discord, and she'll never block him and unfriend him again. Right?
There you go. Just
Awesome.
stop trying to control me, Shibby, and then we'll be okay.
Well, Joan, get out of my head. I'm just kidding. Awesome. Yeah, we'll end it like this. And man, maybe I'll go live again sometime. Who knows?
Yeah, you should.
So everyone get on over to Ted Investigates. Ooh, how about we put that link in? That was a fun live.
That was fun.
I'll drop that in the chat so everyone can go watch that. Is there people that want something to do? Here, I've got it right here. You guys go and watch this. This young man, his name is Ted.
Young.
He investigates, and it's a very informative show.
He'll like that.
I'll put the link in, copy the video URL. This Dee Dee and I were on this up and coming stars show. His name is Ted Investigates. That's the link. Dee Dee and I were on for hours. And Nicole came on, aka Radar came on. Monday, what's his name? Emmy Monday or something?
Emmy Monday, yeah.
The YouTube user. Awesome. He knows a lot. I talked to him off in the chat. Very informative. So we had a great live stream. So get on over there and watch that and let them know you came for the Dee Dee and you stayed for a little Shibby too.
Sounds good. Bye, y'all.
Okay, guys.
Thanks for being a sport.
Say that again, sorry.
Thanks for being a sport.
Thank you for being a lovely, understanding, forgiving person. Because I'm sorry I unfriended you. I missed you, and I'm glad we're back together. And everything will work itself out. Let's do this. All right.
I missed you too. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to give you the last word to say goodbye, and then I'm going to hit end, okay? I'm going to say goodbye, and Dee Dee.
Bye.
Ladies, pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies, pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, 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 do it now. Lick it good, suck this, just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this, just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck.
Dude, you just touched Christy Boner's hoo-hoo.
Shibby!
Low 5.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.